Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to the Council of Reads, a show about comic books, movies, toys, and satanic rituals. I'm Dylan. I'm here with my good friends Jason.
G'day, how's it going?
Nitin.
Ahoy.
And second Jason.
Jason Mark II.
Who, henceforth, shall be referred to as Fomi for the sake of convenience.
Yes.
Pretty big week this week. We got two really big independent releases, one of which is written by your boy, Keanu Reeves. New issue of previews, so lots of new stuff for us to look at. And, of course, WandaVision finale. We got lots and lots to say about that, don't we?
Yes.
Alrighty, so we kick it off with Berserker, of course. Keanu Reeves' first foray into comic books.
Nananu.
It was pretty good too.
Yeah.
I was straight away, got home Wednesday after we finished unpacking it, gave it a read straight away because I was like, it's just gonna be hype, just because of Keanu. But it was pretty solid first issue. Like, I'm intrigued enough. Like, straight away I was like, I'll read issue 2. Obviously, we won't go into too much detail. We don't want to ruin the book for everybody.
Yes.
But basic premise: he's a immortal soldier. But he doesn't have necessarily a healing factor. After he comes back from a mission, he gets fixed up by his team. Sort of a bit like Bloodshot. It's Wolverine meets Bloodshot. With the John Wick violence that you know and love.
Ron Garney on fire.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Man.
Beautiful. Like, just some awesome action scenes. Don't
My
give
favorite-
too much away, but
My favorite part was that he doesn't heal.
Yes.
So after everything's done, he deploys or whatever, and he's just riding back in the chopper, and he's just like
messed up.
Yeah.
And they have to fix him using like clone stuff, and
Yes.
yeah, really cool. Like it was written a lot like a Kirkman book,
Yes.
because it's just action like non-stop for the first 20 pages or so.
Very minimal on the
Yeah,
dialogue.
not
just
much.
Bang.
yeah, straight into it. And what I also like is, I know there's variants for everything these days, but these variants are actually pretty cool. Like, there's a couple you still got up on the shelf there. That black and white variant is sensational. Just
This one?
that one there.
The 1 in
is
100.
very, very
One of the
nice.
1 in 100 variants. I can't see if I'm in there. Here we go.
Yeah, you're in there.
One per store. What about this one? Mark
Dude.
Brooks 1 per store version.
I love that Brooks cover,
Yeah, the Brooks cover is excellent.
Yeah. So,
Mark Brooks, man, everything he does, always top-notch work.
because like the main cover's cool.
Yes.
He looks a little Asian.
Well, it's Keanu Reeves.
He's not Asian.
Because he's Asian.
He's kind of Asian,
Yes,
isn't he?
and he looks kind of Asian.
nondescript Asian.
Yes.
Like,
Almost Asian.
Yeah, like, not quite.
I've seen 47 Ronin. Wasn't he like half in that movie or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, whatever.
Because, like, clearly I
47
think
Ronin.
he's setting it up. Like, obviously the idea is for him to make a crap ton of money out of this.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think he's getting to an age where these big action movies, they can't do them forever.
Oh,
But
if all you
this...
do is shoot a bunch of guns, you can do it for a while.
Yeah, but this one, he's going to make all the money.
But, yeah, true.
You're not
Yes.
just getting an acting job. If someone picks this up for a movie, making huge dollars.
And that
Retirement
seems to be
fund.
that seems to be the way these days. Everything's getting transferred.
Absolutely.
You see another, like, all more and more Miller World stuff coming
Yep.
across to Netflix and everything like that. So it's only a matter of time before this one does get picked up.
For sure. Already got an actor attached to it
Yes,
too?
yes.
What a convenience!
And it feels. I don't want to use this stupid term because I hate it in comics, cinematic. But it's written a bit like a movie sort of
Yeah.
thing. Like it's very
That's-
visual orientated.
So it's a treatment.
Yeah, big time, man.
Because it had like the over the top narration, like narration from later on in the story, but it was over the top of what's happening there, kind of thing. That's very, very much a movie.
Yeah.
Also, someone pointed out to me the first page is like that sad Keanu Reeves.
Yes, yes.
Sad Keanu, buy it now. Buy it now.
But like Fom said, Garney, killing it.
Yeah.
Originally, somebody else was originally going to be the artist, but then that was one of the reasons why the book got delayed after the original announcement. But Garney come in,
That's
and
such a
it's
good get.
oh man,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Garney is sensational.
I've always loved Garney. I was reading it and I'm like, this is not the dude that used to draw Captain America 20 years ago. Because he's doing his...
No.
It's real thick, rough, like, but in a good way. I don't want to say sloppy, but it's very free flow. Like, it's gritty, but good.
And the second book that was, really, really, really hyped up was Nocterra. That's Scott Snyder and Tony Daniel. And this is from Image. And how do you explain the premise of this book? It's a bit loaded, Jess.
Have you seen the movie Pitch Black? It's a bit like that.
It is like Pitch Black.
So it's Vin Diesel's in it.
Yeah. Yes.
It's,
Another treatment.
Yes.
it's
Yes.
like Pitch Black and like Bird Box-ish,
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
kind of.
So blind Vin Diesel.
Mm,
Except for you're a chick.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
Basically, the world is being blacked out. Something has blacked out the sun. The world's
Yeah.
in perpetual darkness, and you've got to stay illuminated.
yes.
So, like, people have got fairy lights, Christmas lights all over them.
oh, so it's like a Tism concert.
Yes,
Yeah, nice.
yes,
Okay, cool.
yes,
If you don't stay lit, you slowly mutate into a grotesque shadow monster.
yes.
Okay.
So, like, you like, and like everything, bird, like flora and fauna. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, so the bird,
cool.
like, there's bird monsters and bug monsters and people monsters.
Yeah, and the people ones are smarter and stuff.
And the different species of shades, or what are they?
I think they're called shades, yeah.
The different species of shades started interbreeding, so they're even crazier
That
monsters.
is so nice. Tony Daniel. I'm
It's-
a big fan of Tony Daniel.
Man, it's
I
the
think it's the
best.
That's pretty smooth.
It's the best he's been in years.
Yes.
What's he done?
Batman, a couple years.
Yeah,
for a
his
year or
Batman
two.
was good. But I like Tony Daniel.
Yeah.
It was okay, but this is much better,
Yeah.
I reckon.
It's cleaner.
Yeah.
Very clean.
It's very smooth.
So the chick's it's a bit post-apocalyptic. Chick's like a truck driver.
Yeah.
She couriers things from outpost to outpost, but
Called-
always under the threat of the darkness.
They're called ferrymen.
Yes, yes.
Flicking through both of them, I think Nocterra looks better for my taste.
They're definitely prettier, for sure.
It's definitely prettier. For artwork, for sure, I'd have to go Berserker or Berserker. Is that how it's pronounced? I'm still trying to figure
Every
it out.
time I write it down wrong.
Berserker? Berserker.
It's noise.
Brizricker. Brizricker.
So people are just going to start coming in making sounds. We'll give you this book.
And if you read Berserker and you don't like how little dialogue there is, Nocterra's the book for you.
Make it up for you.
Because it's a little wordy.
Boy!
Just a touch.
Boy, is it. Is this the one you were talking about?
Yes.
See if I can show this to people watching. Jason believes, I tend to agree with him,
It might be a little exaggeration.
that there is more text, more writing on this 2-page spread than there is in the entire issue of Berserker.
Well, looking at this 2-page spread, we have 3 dialogue boxes. But still, it is beautiful.
Yes.
You don't see where the contrast is. There might be only 3 dialogue boxes, but someone's getting the intestines ripped out.
Yes.
So who needs dialogue for that? Besides,
Absolutely.
which you can make more noises from the start of the book.
That's where my problem with this book comes in. Like, I really enjoyed it, but Scott Snyder, I'm not the biggest fan of him these days.
He's got a little Clementy, a little wordy.
Yes, he's trying really hard to world build, but
Yes.
I just, like,
We don't need that necessarily every
No.
time. Just give me a good story.
no. Like, a good example is DC's Last God. It was like one of their Black Label books. Essentially, would have been like a Vertigo book. It was a fantasy world kind of thing. Lots of world building in that. The way he did it was he would just name drop events and locations, and that's it. And you're like, oh, that sounds cool. I wonder what that's about. But this, it's like explaining all this stuff, and it just got a bit tiresome.
And like he's got a lot to set up, but yeah, it could have been just dialed back a little.
Yeah.
Because I'm reading it, I was enjoying it. I read Berserker first. I'm like, this is amazing. I read this. I was like, this is so pretty. The concept sounds great.
Yeah.
I was a little, but then at the end, the last couple of pages, like, okay, now they've hooked me to try issue 2.
Yeah.
So I guess that's all you can really ask for.
It's like,
But not bad.
His Justice League, man, it was just so much writing, and he was just trying so hard to be Jonathan Hickman. He would throw words out like, oh, the totality, the source wall. And like, what is the totality?
I don't know.
I don't think he knows. It just sounds cool.
So it's buzzwords to make yourself sound smarter.
100%.
So
Source wall
there's
is an
paradigm
actual
in there?
thing.
Yes, it is. It is. Granted, there was something else, but I forgot the name of it because it was weird.
Too sciencey.
Yes. There was this bit at the end that confused me. Okay, so I can't go too much.
No,
into
you
it.
can't. You spoil it. Can't spoil the book.
Yeah, that's true.
So when you read the book and you understand the end, come and explain to Dylan. Done.
Yes.
Sorted.
But yeah, 2 huge indie books. You don't get that very often. Both good, both
Yeah.
selling great. So I reckon
the
get in
shelf.
and pick your copy up.
Yes,
Yeah,
well, you
right.
can.
Any Nocturna on the shelf? Nocterra?
Yeah, we got some Nocterra. We've still got some Berserker.
I'm picking that up.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
pretty good.
Excellent.
All right, what's next, Dylan?
Alrighty, I believe we are going to have a previews.
Ooh, previews.
Alrighty.
If people don't know, previews is the order catalogue. We get a new one every month. It's for stuff for 2 months in advance. So this one would be for when?
May.
Yes. So May releases generally. So this is everybody but DC. DC, when they left Diamond a year or so ago, they don't go in previews anymore.
Separate.
But everybody else's comics in here, so this is where we order out of.
Yeah.
The best part is 2 months' time, so you pick out what you want and what you're going to get, and you get time to save up for it, and then bring it in, and it comes in a couple of months' time.
Yes. Whenever you're in.
Always on the counter.
Always on the counter. Chuck a standing order number on whatever you like. And if you don't have one of those, we can talk about getting you one of those.
Alrighty. The first thing is New Heroes Reborn.
Heroes Reborn.
Heroes Reborn again, because the first one was so good, right?
I love Heroes Reborn. I don't care what anybody says.
Memories. My first comic book. Some of my first comic books ever purchased. Up on that shelf right now.
Oh,
that's Heroes Return.
Yeah.
Well, then, I was wrong.
Okay, so the premise is the Avengers don't exist. So the Squadron Supreme is like the main superhero team, right?
Because of the Justice League.
Yeah. So essentially, Marvel's doing a bit of an expansion, and they've got essentially Justice League. So you got Power Princess, who is Wonder Woman. Oh, I don't know their names. Who's this?
The Wizard.
That's Wizard. New Wizard.
Yeah, isn't it the Wizard? It's the Wizard. Should have done my research.
Hyperion, of course.
Yep.
I know one.
Nighthawk.
I get him and Darkhawk mixed up, and that's Dr. Spectrum?
Yes.
Okay.
He's the Green Lantern.
Yes. And, yeah, so they're the main superheroes. And also, for some reason, Avengers not existing also turns Doctor Doom into the Juggernaut.
So you got to buy it, Nitin.
We'll see.
Dr. Doom Juggernaut! How can you not buy that?
Juggernaut!
Juggernaut. Yeah, I think that's
Juggadoom.
Well, it depends if it's Doctor
Juggernaut.
No, Juggadoom.
Oh, and he's totally got, like, kryptonite or something, right?
Yes.
Is that, like, Hyperion kryptonite?
Yes.
Oh, it's amazing.
I feel like someone's going to get sued here.
Well, it gets even better. Because Hyperion, as we all know, is Superman. Mm-hmm. He's Superman analog. He has a best friend, Jimmy Olsen, who is a photographer. So what's happening to Peter Parker? He's not Spider-Man. I'll read from the solicit. Peter Parker is the biggest Hyperion fan in the world. And he also just happens to be chummy with his favourite hero, thanks to a photography gig at the Daily Bugle. So, Peter Parker is Jimmy Olsen in this book. And I can't wait for it.
Yeah, I was sold. You told me that
Yeah.
earlier, and I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
I'll buy that.
DC's Jimmy Olsen series ended. Little did I know, I've got another one.
Marvel had you covered.
Yes.
So
They're
is this
filling the
like
hole.
a separate book? Like a mini-series? Or is it supposed to be in continuity sort of book?
The Heroes Reborn event is spinning out of Jason Aaron's Avengers book that's he's been writing for the last 2 years or so. Squadron Supreme were heavily involved with that and early on. They haven't been for a while, but they've been building them up because the
Issue 9 and 10
Yes.
they started, I can tell you that.
Yes.
Because that's where I'm up to reading at the moment.
the government wasn't happy that
Learning a lot right now.
Black Panther is the leader of the Avengers, so the government's got to get their own Avengers, and that's why they got the Squadron. So you got Heroes Reborn main series, and then a few one-shots and mini-series.
This is a one-shot.
Yeah, the Spidey one.
Also related to Hyperion being Superman. If you're a DC fan, you'll know when Superman was a teenager, when he was Superboy, he travelled to the future to hang out with the Legion of Superheroes, right?
Yep.
Teenage Hyperion is hanging out with the Imperial Guard.
It's
Cosmic
genius.
Quest. It's like, I'm on board. You've won me. You've won me over. I'm buying this.
It's a sensation.
It's Superman without Superman. I'm down.
The Shi'ar become the Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they were. They were a rip-off.
And of course, they've got the negative zone in there
Yes.
because Phantom Zone.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait for this.
But no glasses.
Yeah, no panel thing. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I mean...
Oh, he does have glasses, doesn't
Yes.
he?
Yes.
Because he's a history teacher.
Yes.
And he's
Thank
got
you.
the glasses.
Now boxes have been ticked.
Can't be Superman without the glasses.
No.
Is his girlfriend Boa Spain, or...
Oh, that's
wanna
just
put a
silly. Jason, please.
Sorry, my bad. I went too far.
Oh yeah, and I guess this is also important. Doc Doom's getting hitched.
To who?
You excited?
It's Doctor Doom, yeah.
Look, can't you tell the excitement?
I don't know who it is.
It's in the
Spoilers.
Fantastic Four books. Though.
Yes.
By the looks of it, it
It's
can be whoever you want it to be. It's
Johnny's
just Skrull.
soulmate.
Is it not Johnny?
Is it Johnny?
He should get married,
It
Johnny.
is 2021.
Yeah.
It can be whoever
I
he wants
thought
him to be.
Crystal was coming back.
Crystal.
Yeah, I thought I read somewhere Crystal's coming back.
Yeah, there's something about Crystal in this solicit for issue 32.
Punching.
Because, spoilers, but she looks a little green. I
She's
don't think she's usually that green.
She could be an elf. By the looks of it there.
yeah.
Or a Skrull.
Yeah, something like that.
that.
Green Thanos? Because of the chin?
Sexy.
There's Lost Fantastic Four started really
Solid.
slow, but it's coming along really nicely.
Yeah.
It took... At first I was like, ugh, damn Slot. I was so excited to get Fantastic Four back. Hadn't been an FF book in years. And Slot had done good with him when they were in Spidey. I thought he was perfect. And at first I'm like, oh, nah, I don't like this. This is rubbish. But actually, when she came into the book and things, it's got much better.
Well,
much
from my
better.
perspective, I didn't read much FF before this book, and I'm up to about issue 5 at the moment. And it is a bit slow, but I am still really enjoying it. It's a great FF book, and if you have been a Marvel reader for a while and you do want to go back, it is a cool book to pick up because, especially the way it starts with Reed and Sue being away and the way they get them all back is quite a cool. No spoilers, don't worry, because of course they come back because it's a Fantastic Four book. But the way they all come back is really cool. If you're a bit of a Avengers style thing. It's
Did
quite
you
cool.
read the Hickman Fantastic Four?
Damn it, I did read the Hickman Fantastic Four. That's what got me to buy this. So once again, I'm wrong.
That was good
That
stuff.
Hickman Fantastic Four book is sensational.
Anything by Jonathan Hickman
That's
is
true.
great.
Wow.
Well, same thing. It got me reading X-Men, so
Well, it's so good we stole the name for this podcast here.
Yes.
true.
Fantastic Four by Jonathan Hickman.
Yeah. Buy
Great
it.
collections available now.
We've got it.
Highly recommend.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And some Avengers
Think
by
so.
Jonathan Hickman's quite good as well.
Look at that, Fomi. You're only 25 issues behind.
So
Was that 2 years?
no, don't be silly.
Catch up in
I'll be caught
couple
up
weeks.
by when's the next podcast? Keep you updated.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else of note in here.
Now,
Oh!
the Marvel stuff, not like... Oh, Reptile was a bit weird. Like,
Who's that?
From Avengers
Oh,
Academy.
Academy.
Oh.
Yeah. No, Initiative, wasn't he? He was Initiative.
Yeah.
And Superhero Squad.
It's Superhero Squad. Yeah. that's
Superhero
right.
Squad?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Superhero Squad. He was the little dinosaur boy.
Looks like Invincible character.
He
Yeah,
does.
he's drawn very
Well,
much
it's
like
same.
Invisible
Like,
character.
I couldn't believe it when I seen this earlier. I was like, that just seemed to come out of nowhere.
Who's writing it? Terry Blass.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
But it's just a mini anyway. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Something interesting.
Something different.
The only,
Character ain't seen for a while.
only thing I remember about Superhero Squad was Mark Hamill, Red Skull,
Yes.
and he was frozen at like a bratwurst restaurant or something.
Such a good show.
Oh, it's
Criminally,
good. It's good.
criminally
Kids
underrated.
that want to get in the Marvel Universe, I'm 99.9% sure it's on Disney Plus, even though they're not paying us for this. Highly recommend checking it out, even if you just like Marvel stuff and you're an adult too. It's quite fun.
Surprisingly funny. The style put me off at first.
Yes. Oh, the first time I watched an episode, I was anti. I'm like, the Hulk's, nah. Thor's a bimbo. I was like, they're just all too stupid. And I'm like, Jason, it's aimed for 5-year-olds. Calm down.
And real Stan Lee, and he's
Yeah.
in it heaps. I love it.
Alien variants from Marvel came out last
Nice.
couple months.
Yes, yes.
In this previews, they have Predator variants.
Ooh.
So a whole bunch of titles are getting them. Surely this means we're going to be getting a series or something
Yeah.
later
Well,
on.
that's what happened with Alien. We
Yes.
get the month of variants, and then the Alien book comes out the next month. So
Yes.
This time next previews be a new Predator number one, I
nice.
imagine.
So they've got everything now.
Yes.
Marvel.
Well, it's because Disney are taking over the world. Hook us up, bro.
Who was up?
Free Disney Plus.
Shang-Chi?
Yeah, Shang-Chi, another Shang-Chi. Is this the... Oh, it's in a different year, though. I was about to say,
Different
is
year.
this the third Shang-Chi number one?
It'd be third Shang-Chi number one in 12 months, yes?
This is ongoing, isn't it? If it
It looks
sells?
like it.
Yes.
Yes.
Because there was added 5-part mini, then the one shot.
Yeah. And there also happens to be some sort of theatrical presentation coming out
I do believe
maybe.
so.
in the near future, so that could
Yes.
help an ongoing series get some people into
Yeah.
a certain Oriental character.
Related to that, actually. Jason and I saw this article, right? You know, when a big movie's coming out.
Might be a
always-
little bit of spoilers, people. Maybe a
A
little,
little bit, but who
But
knows?
it's on the internet, so
Yes.
and you can blame Lego.
When movies
Scandals.
come out, you know, toys can sometimes spoil what happens. I remember seeing that Lego Giant Man set for Civil War.
They are quite good at it.
Yes. Such a shame, because, man, if that had been a surprise,
If we didn't know,
would have lost my mind.
We also weren't surprised when we found out the villain in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was Ego.
Yes.
because thanks to Lego.
Yes.
yes. So it is something similar to that, I suppose. The article, CBR.com. Shang-Chi Lego League reveals the MCU's newest hero's costume. Right? Yeah. Okay. And I'll show you guys the image.
Oh.
So, their focus was not the giant magical dragon, but instead the picture of
Man in a
Shang-Chi.
swimsuit.
Okay.
He's going to break the 100 breaststroke.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's still in Aquaman's costume and dyed it red. Nice.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, so the
No one's talking about this, right?
which also makes up an eighth of the picture. The most of the picture is actually taken up by the giant dragon.
Yes!
But look out, first costume look.
Yeah.
His costume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
That was a great
Yeah, we
article.
could believe
costume
it.
looks sensational. But
I'm a
I'm
fan.
just gonna. I'm joking. I'm more just looking at the dragon. I'd really love that dragon to have a little bit of green in him.
Yes.
But I think we all know what that's leading towards. But I won't say any more because I think we've spoiled enough. Thanks, Lego.
Yes.
Shang-Chi's got a hard costume to update, I feel, though.
We can't. I actually think that looks quite good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
like that better.
We might actually need to show the people at
Yeah.
home.
I'll do some
We'll do
editing
some
magic.
editing
Oh,
and
magic.
and so forth. But yeah, he's wearing a cut-off shirt, and it just seems to work pretty well.
It looks-
as opposed to shirtless man.
Hey, it could be worse. He could still be coloured bright yellow, so
That too. Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah, that was problematic, eh?
just a little. Anybody check out that documentary on Disney Plus, Behind the Mask, I think it's called, the Marvel one? No, I highly recommend. It's good, really good. It's very talking about all their diverse characters, whatever.
Sure.
But the best thing when they get to Shang-Chi, they mention about he was coloured yellow or whatever, and it's like Larry Hama, who is Asian American. Eventually, he was like, "Why do we colour him like yellow?" And someone was like, "We've always done it," and his answer was like, "I think it's about time we stop, eh?"
Yeah.
And,
Let's update a little, hey?
and bang, yellow was out the door.
And that was like the 70s?
Oh,
Was it?
I think
Oh, 80s.
Larry might have said that in the 80s. I think he was pretty golden for a while.
Old progressive American.
Yes.
Wow.
It's always been that way.
Yeah,
Why
so just
change?
keep going.
Yeah.
I love that excuse.
It's excellent.
Now that looks really good.
I do really like this costume. Because it looks more like Chinese, you know?
Yes.
Is that Lionel Yu? Because that looks sensational. That
Yes.
whole cover. Yeah, there you go.
That's Lionel Hugh.
Yeah.
I was talking to so many people about this problem I have with the MCU now, where they're using lots of the same concept artists, which is cool, but it's getting to the point where Shang-Chi's costume here, you could just slap, like, an Eternal's face on that, and it would look like an Eternal.
The
You know?
costumes look
That's
exactly the
very
same.
true.
Yeah, like,
Where they shouldn't.
But they have also nailed some costumes as well.
yes.
And one we'll probably get to soon, which I liked.
Yes.
I may have watched on Friday night. I went, oh, that costume looks really, really good. So, yeah, I do agree. But I also love in that picture where it's the main title is Shang-Chi suit as opposed to giant bloody dragon. But anyway.
I was in disbelief.
I cracked up
Yeah.
and I
That's
clicked
gold.
it and it come up.
absolute
Oh,
gold.
man.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, very cool.
Buried the lead. Good
So
job.
how is he different to Iron Fist?
Well,
He's Asian?
Okay, is that it?
He doesn't have fancy Iron Fist powers?
There's no chi.
yeah.
I know it's in his name.
He's the master of the martial arts.
but he doesn't
Yeah.
gather the chi into a force that can be then. He's just the master of
So
kung
he's
fu.
just good at...
he just is Bruce Lee.
He's Bruce Lee.
Secret Agent Bruce Lee.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Kato.
Well, seeing as there could be potentially a dragon in his movie,
Potentially.
we're thinking maybe he's just going to be Iron Fist now, and there's not going to be a reason for Iron Fist.
They'll fix Iron Fist eventually. I think.
Yeah.
Please, don't
Yeah.
try and
No,
say
but
that.
then I want to see him kung fu fight a dragon.
I
Yeah.
want to see Iron Fist and Shang-Chi Kung Fu fight each other.
Yes. I also want to see Iron Fist proper
It better-
origin story.
Yes.
And spoilers, parents getting torn apart by wolves properly. And a proper... Give me proper Iron Fist.
Yes.
Jesus,
That
there's
show is
not a
not
lot to
good.
ask.
No.
That show is not good.
The show was...
Not good.
It hurt. As an Iron Fist... As a giant Iron Fist fan, it really was a shame. Like, it had potential. And parts of it were great. Like, the supporting cast...
Yeah.
almost made the show, to be
Yeah.
honest, because if you didn't have some of that cast,
Yeah.
our mate
He
Danny
was
Rand
not a
wasn't doing
good
a lot.
Danny Rand.
No,
Especially
he was
when you
not
heard he was
good.
only training to do like kung fu like 2 to 3
Yeah,
weeks or a month before the,
clearly not
the
his
first
fault.
season started. Don't get me wrong, the second season did get a bit better. He was okay in Defenders, but for it wasn't a high standard, but the other Marvel shows that were out at the time were quite a bit better.
Yeah.
Because they just got the others nailed the interpretation of the
100%,
character pretty well.
100%.
Fist was just lacking.
Yeah.
Like, man, you need to look at him and be like, that guy is
Yeah.
living weapon, right?
Yeah.
But obviously, again, it's not his fault. Hollywood scheduling, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
They needed to hire a
Yeah.
dude.
He was ripped.
They need,
And
but he
could
was
do-
ripped, but they also needed someone that a little bit like, not the foppish guy from Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but like, just give me someone that really embodies that character, and he just never seemed to get that. Because man, you look at Luke Cage, and that was Luke Cage.
Yeah.
100%.
Like even Jessica Jones, there's some people that didn't like Jessica Jones that much, but what they may have failed to hit in other bits, they nailed with villains. Like
Yes.
Purple Man, mate, it's one of the most underrated villains in the Marvel universe, and they nailed it.
They
He's
made
such
him,
a good actor.
They made him actually, like,
Creepy.
you take him seriously
Oh,
and
man.
creepy.
Exactly right.
It is disturbing.
Yeah.
When he had those two people in the house making them look outside the window and they couldn't blink, even though they blinked, you actually see it. They stuffed up and they do see him blink. Like, that is just sensational, and that's just great story writing. But yeah, you can't. I guess 3 out of 4 is great. You can't nail them all.
That's true.
So.
I gotta say though, if Purple Man powers might be the power I'd pick if I could pick powers.
Are we going to get into this on air?
Well, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna do with those powers. But,
All for good.
But,
All
but
for
yeah,
good. For the good of
there'd
Jason.
be a lot of corrupting going on.
For the good of Jason.
You did like it. I got you covered, don't worry, boys. We'll have a good old time.
Yeah, you can say that, and we have to believe it.
That's right.
the problem.
You'll have a good time if you
Just
believe it or not.
Sith Lord.
Oh,
Yes.
Dr. Doom, again. Your boy, Dr. Doom. He's in the Guardians of the Galaxy,
So
which means you have to buy it now.
I'm really starting to feel that Doctor Doom's getting the Venom treatment from 7 to 8 years ago, where, hey, Venom, put him in everything!
I don't think that has stopped.
And Fomi's gonna buy it!
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
hasn't
when
stopped.
did that stop?
Years ago.
No, so that's what I mean. You're
I don't
Are you
know.
next?
I don't know if they'll go that far unless he's
I
they're
said
ramping up
building.
for a movie or something.
Man.
Wait
Yes.
for the Doomanized pops.
Yeah.
Oof.
Bloody Venom.
I'd like to see that.
I'll buy them.
What about Marvel got anything good in the trades hardcover section? What do they got? Anything?
Oh, before we
know
get
what
there,
it's
Yes.
Star Wars, they've got a Boba Fett kind of bounty hunter crossover
Ooh.
with
Oh,
McNiven.
McNiven. Now you're right.
McNiven.
Okay.
Oh, that's some nice art.
Yeah,
And Charles Soule, too. Okay.
doing the alpha at least. I'm not sure
wow.
if he's doing more.
It's
But
just
How nice that Slave 1 look alone.
nice art.
Yeah.
that looks good.
Okay.
So good.
We'll chuck up some pictures later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely chuck up some pictures and add that to my standing order. I'll get to it in about a year and a half. Sweet.
It's about time they did like a Boba Fett something.
Well,
They've
it's
done
perfect
nothing,
timing, isn't
really.
it? They've no spoilers, but they've built up a you know, a bit of a world for him now.
Yes.
And you know, there's a lot more people interested, and take the moss,
I think part of it is they weren't allowed to do stuff for Mando, I
How
guess.
good was he as Boba?
dude. Like when he had that, like when he really came into it, and he's just annihilating with the stick. I'm just waiting for him to say, "Too much weight's not enough speed work." But like it was just everything I wanted out of Star Wars movies for the last 4 years. Jon Favreau gave to me in a TV show.
Pretty much.
Except Rogue One. Rogue One was, mwah,
So good.
which I want out there in prosperity forever.
Yes.
Rogue One, sensational. Strong female lead too.
Jessica Jones Omnibus.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I just read some of that.
Yeah. It's great stuff. The original Alias stuff, man. Whew. So good.
I don't think I've read any of that.
Oh, you want to borrow the trade that Nitin's had for 2 years?
Oh, you do that? You do
I
that
was
too?
doing
But-
some cleaning today and I found it. I'm like, oh, this isn't mine.
It's that good. He read it in a day, so it kept him going.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure what's worse that I'm like, oh, what are you reading, Nitin? Whose is that? He's like, yours? Ah. How good am I?
I know. Again, I'm behind the times, but if you want to flick to the next page, there, it's probably before what. I'm not even up to this yet, but I just want to talk about it because it's probably the best book I'm reading at the moment. Immortal Hulk is just, man, it's everything like Planet Hulk and everything like that. That's what got me really, really, really into Hulk. But this Immortal Hulk storyline has just been ever since like what was it, Avengers No Surrender? Or,
Yes.
Yeah. Ever since that come back and everything like that, it's just everything you want from a Hulk book. It's dark, it's horrorish, it's out there, it's ripping off parts of the Thing. It's sensational. So yeah, if you're a Hulk fan and you like some really good storytelling, Al Ewing is just doing great work. So jump onto wherever you're at, even if it's just trades, just jump in and get in, because those early issues are quite hard to get these
Yes,
days.
a little pricey.
So trades are probably your best way to go. But yeah, Immortal Hulk is
The stuff that happens in that book.
man. Like he's just gone to a version of hell in my after being chopped up into about 40 pieces, which was his idea. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
So,
yeah, and
yeah,
there are some gruesome kills, man.
Oh.
Like, he's a monster. He's a horror movie monster.
I don't think Joe Bennett's getting enough credit for what he's doing in
No.
the art on this book. Like, it is incredible.
yeah,
It's just
Like,
disgusting.
the transformations and the body horror stuff.
very much so. And yeah, everything about the book, and even
Marvel's
bringing
best book.
the other characters back in new and improved roles, like Absorbing Man and different things like that. Like you've never seen them before. Like, yeah.
Oh, what's
I
his-
can't even.
What's his name? The Alpha Flight guy?
Puck?
No,
Sasquatch?
Sasquatch.
Yes.
Sasquatch. He's
Yes.
got like a really big role in it.
Yes,
He
yes,
does.
yes.
He does. Yeah, no, really, really good.
This book, I regret cancelling it so hard. So I cancelled it when it got like super cosmic and weird.
It got weird. Around the
Did you get up to
20s?
that yet?
I'm looking forward to that. Can't wait.
Issue
I'm up to
20
about issue 11 or 12.
Was it 20 or 25? I know. One issue, I swear to God, I still don't know what happened in it.
I'll let you know.
I bought that one, I think, and I'm like,
You'll probably like it.
I'm buying too much. At the time, I was like buying freaking Superman variants. Why was I buying Superman variants? Like I bought the.
I buy Venom variants, so I can't say anything,
That's
man.
true.
I can't say a word. So
That's true.
I have cut back. Yeah.
Boo.
I had to though,
Quitter.
man. Symbiote Spider-Man. It's got
we
6
should-
variants for issue 4.
We should put in.
Why, Marvel?
We should put in that unboxing video you did for when you got those Venom variants.
No, we won't. No, that
That's a mad.
that was 3 years of pain from a certain comic
Yeah, we can't talk
seller in America.
other people.
But they screwed him.
They did screw him.
Two things here.
Yes, what do we got here?
Marvel's Infinity Saga poster book,
Ooh.
Phase 1.
So instead of Dave buying all these posters to be stored away for the last decade, he could have just bought this book.
42
Yes.
pages.
Yeah,
So how big are these poster books?
we've got a couple of them. One Marvel one here.
Yes. While Dylan goes to get the product, to give it his best sale of the century. Price is right. About that big.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yeah, sizable. So, what's going to be like the actual movie posters?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Can you take them out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're perforated.
Perforated, yeah,
Nice.
nice.
They just pop out.
Pretty good price for that many posters too.
Yes. Yeah, I think I might buy that.
Yeah, I'll look at it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says movie posters, so
Yeah.
the actual
So,
movie posters.
How many movies do they go through?
Imagine it'd be the whole saga so far,
No,
wouldn't
doesn't-
it? Up to Endgame.
Doesn't say. It just says Phase 1 here.
Oh, phase 1.
Ah.
Well,
So,
that's interesting then. That'd be some cool old school cat ones.
Yeah.
And some...
And because each one has 3-4 posters. Because you got the teaser, the official, the one sheet. So if we're getting lots of different ones.
I've got to be buying that.
Yeah, that
Oh, they're not back to back, so that's okay. So yeah, so you're looking
That's-
at around
yeah.
about 20 odd posters for
Yeah.
the fate there. So you're looking at about 5 or 6.
That makes
for each.
sense.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Oh yeah, I might have to buy that.
Yeah, that's also good. They're not back to back because then you got to make a choice on.
Yeah.
They used to do that all the time.
Hate that.
Yeah, remember in Wizard when they give you the,
Yes.
the poster and you're like, "Ugh." Wizard, for all you young people, was a comic book magazine that used to come out when magazines used to come out. That used to tell you all about the upcoming books and upcoming stuff. But then what it would also do, because this is before the day that you guys were given all these comic book movies, they would cast an X-Men movie and who they think should
Yes.
be.
They do
in-
fan cast stuff?
They
Yeah.
used to do fan
Wow.
cast stuff way back in the day, and they used to nail it pretty good too.
And like publish it.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
publish it.
Yeah, it's
publish
like
the
a double
pictures.
page every month.
And it would be like little Charles Xavier would
Yeah.
be there. and so on.
Patrick
Patrick Stewart.
It was
They,
Patrick Stewart.
they got a couple
They nailed a few of them.
Interesting.
So
years before.
good old Wizard magazine. Look it up on the Googles
Price guide.
or Bing or whatever
Ah.
you use.
Oh, yeah.
Specky favourite.
Oh yeah.
Next, new Marvel Treasury.
Oh yeah.
This is Jack Kirby.
Yes. When you come
uh,
back.
Captain America's Bicentennial Battles. Is that like the Bicentennial?
Of America.
Yeah, kind of special.
Yes.
You read this?
Yeah, not bad. Jack
Yeah.
Kirby.
Yeah, I'm
the
tempted
story's
by it.
okay, but Kirby art, man.
Yeah.
Because it's Kirby, after he'd gone to DC and did the Fourth World, New God stuff, he'd come back to Marvel.
That's what's hooking me. Just
And then he
Kirby.
gets Cap and Falcon after that. Yeah. Okay.
Kirby art, and it's big.
Yeah.
That looks
Lots of
really
these
good.
ones. Ugh. That's what he
Is he
does.
punching Nazis?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Stop.
And Confederates, right?
Yes.
It's time travel. He time travels through the 200 years of America.
Just punching fascists.
Just punching people.
Yeah. And is that the future? Because it's spaceman, I'm assuming.
Space fascists.
Yes.
Space Force.
Space Nazis.
Space
Gotta look
Force.
out, Empire. It all makes sense. Ooh, thought.
Oh, yeah. We talked about this one last time.
Yeah, we
yeah,
did.
we
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Still thought.
I was gonna flick through it.
You could buy the trade. Should have good.
Yeah.
I like the
Anything
costume.
else?
Nah, what else? What do we got? What do we got for image? Anything good image wise?
Crossover trade.
Oh, yeah.
Crossover trade?
Yeah, so I put my
Ooh.
number.
What do you think of this one?
Wish we had one of these in the shop.
That's not very nice.
Don't ask me that. We've got a great Asian.
Yeah. I had to do
Pity
like
Dave's not here.
Yeah, I know.
I had to do a double take when I was flicking through. I'm like, wait, is that saying what I think it is? Yes, it is.
Because you were shocked at the wording?
A little bit, yes.
Okay.
Well, especially since it's like a crime noir thing.
Yeah, it's set in 1936 Chinatown. About like a Chinese detective. That could be interesting. It looks like a Brubaker kind of.
Really does
Yeah.
look. Yeah. Well, who's doing the art? Because it looks very,
Phillipsy.
yeah,
Ooh.
very Phillips.
I don't know if I'm going to try pronouncing that.
It's a
Alexandra.
surname starts with T.
Yes. Just leave
Alexander
it at that.
T.
Look it up.
Google's your friend. I don't remember anything else leaping out at me from the
Yeah.
image. There was a couple things from DC, right?
Yes, DC. All right, well, we've got the previews in store. DC Connect, just dcconnect.com, I think it is. DC just have theirs online. They don't physical print something. Their biggest one, I guess, is the new Batman miniseries, Batman Dark Knight Detective.
It was called The Dark Knight initially,
Yes.
and then they decided to change the name to Batman the Detective.
Yes.
The Detective.
Even though they have
The
Batman
Detective.
Detective Comics.
Yes.
A little unclear.
But there's a the in
Yes.
the front.
Yes.
Which
Don't-
I'm sure will be very small, but a the.
Yeah, and
But
no comics.
Superstar lineup. Australia's own Tom Taylor, is it not?
Yes.
And one of the best artists ever, Kubert on art. Kubert drawing Batman.
Dude.
I'm sold. Tom Taylor, every book, everyone just screams out great stuff. He's one of DC's best guys. But he's sort of been on the bubble of mainly tier 2 books.
Yeah, that.
Like, they haven't really given him a big push. Like, Deceased, yes, but it's out of continuity, whatever.
Suicide Squad, that
Yeah.
was like a C-list book
Yeah.
that blew up because it was really good, but then they ended it
So I'm
at...
really excited to see him get a big book, even though it's just a mini. But here you go, see where we go. Kubert probably can't do more than a mini.
Yeah.
Kubert's not going to do an ongoing, let's face it.
No.
How old is he now?
I'll be getting on a bit in age. Oh, yeah.
Is-
He'd
which-
be 50 odd?
50 odd?
Adam Hewitt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Andy.
Andy? Which
Andy.
one? Oh, yeah.
It's Andy.
Okay.
Adam's
Batman. Yeah.
Adam's younger, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Joe for a second. No, like he's getting old. He's getting a bit old.
Like 150.
Because I just think of him as young
I
still.
think he's gone.
Yeah, I know he's gone.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Joe Kubert has passed away.
Fail.
So you missed the old ads for the school in the
Yes.
comics, though? How good were they?
Yeah.
There are some cool pictures in those comics
Oh,
in the ads. That
man.
big, like, octopus-looking
Yes,
creature thing.
yes.
That was awesome, man. Always.
Could never draw to save me life, but every time you'd be like, I want to go to that school. Oh, correspondence courses. Oh. To Australia in like 1998.
For sure.
That'll work. Not to mention no talent. But, you know. Same Wizard. They never posted my artwork when I sent them my envelope artwork of Hawkeye.
Oh, no.
Ripped off.
Oh, how old were you?
Oh, probably 17.
What was your letter?
I knew
No,
I
it
was
was just
coming.
the artwork page.
Did you ever send away for the halves?
Yeah.
I got a Hulk half,
Yeah.
I think. And I got like a Witchblade half as well, I think.
Yeah, the halves were great.
Halves were awesome.
Wizard was great
You know
in
what that
general.
is?
No.
We got him here.
Oh, yeah. No, I do.
Yeah, the
we had
halves.
a couple
Right,
of Buffy.
Yeah, there'd be a
Got an
Buffy
X-Men
half,
one over
an
there.
X-Men one. Yeah, there's heaps.
Wizard was great back in the
Yeah,
day.
back in the day, it's awesome.
Just the internet killed it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Internet killed the wizard stuff.
What else DC got? There's a new Robin. Tim, what's his name? Damien Wayne gets a new book.
Yes.
Oh, everyone's favourite Robin.
Did
new-
we talk about this?
You did.
New Green Lantern number
Oh,
1
New
as
Green
well.
Lantern, yes.
And something else.
You guys are going to be so excited about this new miniseries. It's a tie-in with everybody's favorite video game. It's Batman Fortnite crossover.
Finally! Man, I do need to catch up now.
Yes, you
Something to
do.
catch up for.
Not only is it a Batman Fortnite crossover, every issue comes with like a DLC code for like a costume or something.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Are you guys?
So I played it like a couple of times.
Oh, have
so
you?
at like Fortnite. So at the end of the book, does the book just get smaller? Like
That would be great.
The
Yeah,
panels
the
actually.
panels
Each
just
issue come down?
yeah.
If they did, I would buy that just for the novelty of that, just because they went and did it. Like every book would just shrink down to like little pamphlet.
That would be amazing.
I don't understand that reference. I don't play children's games.
Smart.
Children's
Or any
games.
game.
Yeah. Hey.
So we better wrap this up so we can get back to superhero squad.
That's right. It's just because I don't want to lose to children. Because I'm terrible.
Yeah, we didn't have that bloody Star Wars
Oh,
game online.
mate.
Get
Oh,
this-
Battlefront.
Battlefront.
Yeah.
God, suck it.
Oh, Battlefront. Good old Battlefront.
So depressing.
And then they changed how good the guns were because when you had right at the start, you had like a handgun to just kill
Yeah.
everyone, and then they changed it so.
These days, you get a game, it's subject to change. They could just update it and
Yeah.
nerf
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
And
Like Cyberpunk.
oof.
Yes. Oh, don't you have a special book to show us out of previews?
Out of previews. Oh my god.
Wish Dave was here. Where's Dave?
Yeah, no, Dave should have been here for this. See if I can find it.
We
Though.
miss you, Specky Dave. The seat's nice and warm though.
This is for Dave. I should have written down the page number.
No, it's just more fun. See
Look
the
at that! I
anticipation.
found it. You guys ready for this? I'll show Fomi first. Street Fighter, the official street food cookbook.
Okay.
Sonya Blade better be in there.
Oh man.
I expect. How come Dave's number's not down there? 153, bro. You
know,
know
right?
he's ordering it. Well,
Oh,
he's
here we
ordering it
go.
whether he wants to or not.
And that's for anyone that comes in. If you feel that Dave needs something, just come in here and put 153 on whatever you think you need.
It's written on the book in pen. It has to be legit.
Yes.
Dave will buy it.
Because man, like the week before, I've been talking to Jason.
Yes.
In the last previews, there was an officially licensed Batman cocktail.
Yes.
I have to say, it is pretty cool. I
That's
did
what-
buy like a heavy metal hard rock cookbook and stuff, so it had
what
like a smashing
Batman's known
pumpkin
for,
pie and
cocktails.
stuff like that.
Hey?
So
That's what Batman's known for. His
Cocktails? Yeah.
Swinging through Gotham City with a
dry martini.
That was my point. Like, why? Why
See,
the
at least-
cocktail? Why that?
The Street Fighter and street food thing works. Plus, Street Fighter gets people from all around the world. Like, I can see the thinking.
They've been doing cookbooks for like a whole bunch of properties for a while.
Dave, I'm
I
definitely
know.
borrowing this off you.
And it's
Like there's a Warcraft one
Yes.
underneath that. There was a D&D one. There was something else.
How can it be Warcraft? What's going to
I don't
have?
know.
Star
Oh,
Wars
is that
Galactic
ever?
Baking.
yeah.
Okay.
Galactic baking.
Well, they're s'mores, but they're TIE fighters. How can you...
Like that makes sense to me. But
It's just all milk.
he's a
Blue
chicken.
milk?
No blue milk, I could see.
Like he's a chicken from the Warcraft world. Like it's a chicken.
Oh, now I want a chicken walker. It's like a big hen
Like
barbecue
a
deal.
Sarlacc pit stew.
Like if they did like a Game of Thrones one, I would get it because the
I'm sure
book,
they've done a Game of Thrones once. I think that was the one
Yeah.
I was thinking of.
because the book,
Red Wedding.
George R. R. Martin, he describes food like
Bit irony.
a master. You read that stuff and you're like,
Big ears.
yes, he knows his subject matter.
Well,
Um,
he's got to do something when
That's
he's not
scary.
writing.
Because the other things he writes about, I hope he doesn't know too much about some of those things.
you read his descriptions of food, it's like, oh man, I'm hungry, I want to eat it. So I get it. He describes food like in super detail. But like Street Fighter, this
No, I think it's a good idea. I like it. No, I'd like it.
The fighting bit's weird.
Yeah.
Dave better make me some good stuff out of there, though.
I
Dave.
like it.
Dave.
We miss you, Dave.
speaking of games, we're going to talk about the Avengers game. Any of you guys picked that up? You picked that up.
Yeah, I picked it up.
You spoke so highly of it. It
I
almost
don't
almost
like-
made me pick it up.
The system of it.
Yeah. It was very grindy.
Yeah,
It hasn't seen the inside of my PlayStation.
I was going to say.
I bought it. It was cheap. Might go up.
How many of the games that sit next to that game have seen the inside
Oh,
of PlayStation?
yeah.
But you buy all the Marvel games, though. You
Yeah.
don't have for all of them.
Yeah, I stopped late. Oh, well, like some of the Lego ones I stopped because they
Yeah.
just seemed like they were
There was
coming
too
out all
many.
the time.
Yeah.
And I let them slide a bit. One day I'll pick. I was like, I'll buy them when they're cheap.
Because
And play 'em never.
fundamentally, the way it played, like the combat and stuff, it was fine. It was cool. But when you start playing as Hulk and Thor, and you're doing like 20 hit combos on a freaking aim guy, it doesn't make much sense.
Yeah.
What, just a normal character's taking 20 hits from Hulk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Because
just
they're
a
all,
goon, right?
Yeah. It's essentially like a fighting game, and you choose a character, so fundamentally, you can't have Thor deal like instant kill damage.
Well,
You know?
you know what? You're going to get instant kill damage, but if they're just a first level person in a shipping yard, you're not going to think that they're going to be really holding back the power of Thor too much
That was my problem with
with
it.
their pink skin.
And you have them, like you start with Ms. Marvel and you work your way through, you get Iron Man and stuff. And still, Iron Man felt a bit better.
Yeah.
But once you get Black Widow and Cap, the game feels perfect.
That's what turned me off though. I can't be Cap from the start.
You can't. You gotta unlock
I just
it.
want to play as
Yeah,
Captain
man.
America.
Yeah, exactly.
Once I got Captain America, I could not put the game down. I'm like, I'm not playing any other character.
How long did it take you to
Yeah, I
get
was going to say how
Captain
many
America?
hours into that.
I wasn't keeping track.
No, around about, like, would you have done 6 levels or would you...
Ooh,
'Cause
you-
asking you that too is very difficult because we play a game for 12 hours and halfway through or a quarter of the way through, you played for 6 hours and you finished it or maybe sometimes finished it twice. So timelines don't always work that way.
No!
He's
How
dead
much,
keeping it quick.
how much of the game do I have to
Twitches.
play through before I get Cap and going to be as happy as Dylan?
You get him towards the end.
Sensational.
Towards the end.
An Avengers game with Captain America
Yeah,
towards
nah.
the end. At least even in the comics, he came in only a few issues in. It wasn't
It's a
Jeez.
bit like the Justice League movie.
spoilers.
How, Superman's gone and they're broken up and they're like, oh no, what are we going to do with that Superman? It's the same except with Cap.
Sure.
So I understand narratively why
he's
they're
not
doing
there,
that.
Does Cap have a mustache?
I hope so. I hope. Yeah, so about that game,
Yes.
they just the developers recently put an update in. They reckoned you leveled up too fast in the game.
What?
Oh, now you give me more reason to buy it.
So because you level up too fast, they are now making it take longer for you to level up. So when you level up, you unlock new abilities for your characters, right?
Yeah.
So Iron Man, you unlock rockets and lasers and stuff. You start with repulsors, but you don't have anything else.
Sure.
So when you fully level up Iron Man, he feels like Iron Man, right? Because he's got all the gadgets you want him to have. Same with Cap. He can kick the shield when it comes back, and he can target multiple enemies, and it's so much fun. But yeah, basically, they're like, oh, you level up too fast. So we're going to make it take longer.
So you're just grinding more.
Yes. Despite the fact that no one complained that this was a problem.
Well, why would you complain?
They probably just weren't selling enough deals, in-game content.
Yeah.
That's all it was. It's probably just in-app purchases,
But
basically.
didn't I see something like a few weeks ago that the numbers of people actually playing it worldwide had just dropped astronomically,
Yeah.
and like there's probably a handful of people online right now playing it.
Yes, absolutely.
For a game that was in
So why would
development
you
for
make
so
it then
long,
harder?
So was that,
you're just
uh,
punishing the people that have stuff.
That's what I
Yes.
mean.
yeah, so did it drop after the update or before the update?
No, I think they're already in the toilet.
Back in the
Oh,
day when
really?
you used to sign up to a certain subscription person and they're like, oh, you've been with for ages and we're not going to give you deals, but if new customers
Yeah.
sign up, like it doesn't make any point of...
It actually hasn't happened yet, but they're saying, hey, look, it's going to happen this date. So if you
So
want to
level up
level,
as hard as you can now.
play now.
Wee.
Yeah, and I didn't understand.
What's
Are
their
they-
benefit?
Are they trying to get people to play it now? By, it's going to be harder later. Play it now. I don't know.
It just kills the longevity of what's supposed to be a ongoing game,
Yes.
essentially.
Um,
It's really strange.
Kate Bishop came out, and I haven't touched the game.
What about
Hawkeye's
the
coming out.
Maestro? Has that come yet?
That's with the Hawkeye stuff. I
Yeah.
think that's
Because that
soon?
got me a little interested. Maestro,
But
sold.
hang on. Sorry. Kate Bishop's come out
Yes.
and we're about to get Hawkeye. What? Okay.
Yes.
I don't comprehend. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Hawkeye, but essentially, Kate Bishop is another Hawkeye. So you've got a female archer and a
Yes.
male archer.
Also,
Okay.
a problem I had with them is they gave them extra gimmicky powers as opposed to
Balance it.
differentiate them as well as balance. So, Kate Bishop, for some reason, can teleport.
Teleport.
Yes. So, I don't know. Does she have like a Deadpool, old school Deadpool with the teleport?
Well, can you see it on her? Oh, you haven't played it, sorry.
Yeah, no, of course.
But I'm guessing not.
I don't think so.
No.
Because there's different costumes you can get for everybody as well.
Yeah, if she's got that, why does the rest of the Avengers not have that?
I don't know.
She's like a 20-year-old girl.
Yeah.
That's
Weird.
interesting.
Hawkeye, Clint, I should say, he has a sword.
Yeah, well, there's a bit of Ronan.
Yeah, I was going to say Ronan
I
makes
can't
more
argue
sense.
That.
Makes more sense.
I can't, yeah.
Swordsman?
Costume change would be good too.
Yeah, I want a big H on his face.
Oh, old school, but also mean Ronan costume would be cool.
Nah, I just want a H on his face.
You can get, I think,
Purple
like,
H.
the fraction stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like with
You
the
got
t-shirt and
The dog?
the band-aid. The dog. I think the dog's in the game.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, he was in the... I'm sure I remember seeing him in some promo stuff.
Yeah, like in a trailer or
Yeah.
something too.
Isn't he just running away or something?
So, is there any, because I haven't played it, any Doctor Strange talk or anything like that? Because it's a fighting game, I'm guessing not, being that Strange doesn't really fight. He more.
No, they'll do it, I think. I think a list got leaked.
Then I'll purchase the game.
It's a beat 'em up. It's essentially a beat 'em up.
So, sorry, one more question. With these DLCs, so you said you can't be Kat from the get-go, but can I be Kate Bishop from the get-go? How does that...
No, because the story mode,
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain this. The story mode,
Enjoy this.
oh man, it's so complicated. The story mode is its own thing. That's on the disc, right?
Yeah.
Everything else, all the DLC,
And that's where you
is
start with Miss
separate.
Marvel and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, when I played it, I felt like the single player was essentially a tutorial for the multiplayer.
Oh.
The multiplayer is essentially
The game?
the DLC and everything.
Okay.
Because, yeah, it felt like it was just teaching me how the multiplayer worked.
Right.
Yeah, so you're not selling me on this game, Dylan.
They wanted to
I
make
don't think
Destiny.
they're selling anybody on the game.
I was excited for my
Yeah.
Avengers game, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
the grindiness of it just... No, I don't want that.
And-
it's
Because the
just
closest we've had is
worse.
like Ultimate Alliance and stuff, and they're good games, but the just don't hit what you want it to hit.
Yeah.
Arcadey. Very
Yeah,
arcadey.
very arcadey.
This game, it kind of fools you with that first level. You guys seen the first level? It looks like Uncharted, like real cinematic.
Okay.
You know, you're on the bridge as a Hulk, and the bridge is falling apart, and there's explosions everywhere, and it's really cool. No other level is like that.
Yeah. It's all in a warehouse or in a...
It's like a big map,
Right.
and it kind of just drops you in there,
Oh, okay.
and it's like, I'll go over there.
Okay.
There's Iron Man level with like a cool set piece,
They
but that's
definitely,
about it.
yeah, drop the ball on it.
Interesting. Well, not so interesting. Actually.
Spidey games, are there any good Marvel
Well, that's the
games you ever
problem
get?
too.
Yes.
With the Spidey game coming out before that, and it was so good, and so much extra stuff, and the DLCs on it were good as well.
Yes.
Yeah, like you had a lot to compete with because you had already produced, well, not them, but there'd already been produced a strong superhero game that.
And they've got
captured
so many
everyone.
characters I think could work.
Yeah.
Like, give me a Cap World War II game. Oh, I would love that
bro.
so much. Like, just, like, Call of Duty, Medal of Honor, whatever, but just a bit more
Yeah,
fanciful.
yeah.
I wasn't sure they...
Wolverine. Oh.
Oh, Thor going through the 7 worlds,
Yes.
like all the other.
God of War?
God of War just did a Thor game,
Yes.
right? Made $1 billion. Give me real Loki.
Before the Avengers game, I would have been like, oh, I don't know if you can do a Cap game and actually make you feel cool.
Yep.
But play the Avengers game, they nailed it. They nailed Cap. But it's just everything around it. It's designed to just try to make profit off of microtransactions and stuff.
That's the video
Yeah.
games these days, isn't it?
Exactly. Until you get to, like, Spider-Man and Doom Eternal. Made, like, how much money did they make? 450 mil? No microtransactions. Not a single microtransaction.
Doom also set in 2021 and 2022, which is quite interesting.
And, Avengers game.
Because it's a quality game. It didn't need microtransactions.
Yes.
It didn't need all the extra garb that. Yeah.
Just make it fun.
Just
People will
make
play it if it's fun.
Exactly right.
Avengers game lost 45 mil. I don't think they've even broken even. They haven't made any
Never
money
will.
back.
Never will.
Maybe with this sales pitch that you've just made, Dylan, maybe
It's going to be a resurgence in sales.
Whoops.
there's going to be a lot more sitting in secondhand shelves at EB Games.
Cap's fun. If you like Cap, buy it.
Yeah.
I maxed him. I maxed his level, and I did not touch anybody else.
It just sounds like me with Venom in every game. So yeah, fair enough.
Yes.
It's like when I played Ultimate Alliance, but the rest of my team's crap. But Venom's super maxed.
Not surprised there.
True.
Alrighty, I believe we have covered previews.
Yeah. Oh, what about merch? Anything merch?
Not that I saw.
No DC
Oh,
McFarlane figures?
no, hold on. Yeah, DC. New DC figures.
I think you need to flip it one more time.
I still hate the whole flip of the previews.
Yeah, no, that confuses me.
Why did they do
Really?
it?
I think we all just saw that.
Merch is in like one side of it, and comics are on the other. So if you want it, you have to flip it upside down. Okay.
Damn, that's a cool spawn.
Yeah, so that is
Damn,
12
that's a cool spawn.
a 12-inch
Commando Swarm?
Commando spawn, and they've got some Mortal Kombat as well.
Can't say I'm up to date with my spawn reading, but
You know,
you got an issue with his right foot.
yeah, he's always had that.
Of course.
Yeah.
There. Yeah. Sorry. Dumb.
They talked about
Dumb.
last episode, but McFarlane fig toys
They're killing
just
it.
the best.
Like, these Warhammer, man. And are these more paint your own ones?
Yes.
They're going to go good. All you fans of the Warhammer downstairs, g'day Deep. I'll put your number down for them too, eh?
Yeah, they look good.
More metal DC figures.
It's no stuff there on the shelf with the. What's this? I think it's a Wonder Woman from God knows what world, but
Yes.
it's the Bane build together. Just the details. She's got a mohawk. Just looks sensational compared to what they
Weighty.
used to.
Like, they're just a chunky
Just
figure, man.
good quality, man.
You want it, like...
Yeah, no, you want a good figure where you can
Yeah, if you can feel
posability
it.
and just
Yep.
heaviness.
Yeah, you want a bit of both. You want it to not look too toy.
Batman with a guitar.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so what do we got? Dark Knight Metal line. So, Batman Death Metal with a guitar. The Robin King. Superman Death Metal. I don't know what he's doing.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
And Wonder Woman's got a chainsaw.
I should get that head.
Ooh!
What is that?
Is that?
It's the
Dark Knight
Dark
Returns?
Father.
What's Darkfire?
I think it's Darkseid Batman.
Dark Side?
Or whatever. Seed, side, tomato.
I should get that head, that metal head for Superman, and put it on the new Zack Snyder cut Superman action figure.
So you can make your own
The
mullet Superman.
Actual mullet
Is that
Superman.
head Dave?
It's like Dave.
That looks a little bit.
Hair's too short for
Yeah,
Dave.
hair's too short. Sorry, Dave. Hair's too short.
Bit too...
Yeah, well, the body's not buff.
A little too pink.
buff.
It's
Dave.
more Bizarro,
Oh, what do we got? Two
Like that
packs?
design.
Superman... Is this Superman in
Doomsday.
Doomsday?
Devastator.
two-pack? Oh, it's Devastator Superman.
Yeah, I thought it was Doomsday, but it's Devastator.
Why don't they just retool that into a Doomsday?
Yeah, I don't know.
That Gorilla Grodd's cool, but...
Yeah.
Nightwing... Oh.
I'm just a big fan of gorilla figures.
Woo!
Who doesn't like a monkey?
Getting some new Kongs in maybe next week, actually.
That's a new head for Superman, I
Yeah.
believe.
The Batman by Todd McFarlane, where he's got giant swords. I don't know why Batman's got giant swords.
That's cool.
Or blades, I guess.
Is that
Yes.
the same figure as the other one that just released?
No, I think this one's different, I think.
Oh.
This is great for you, viewing audience.
No, we'll fix
Yes.
you up.
Yeah, I'll work some magic.
Less swords.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. We just talked about it last week. McFarlane. Killing it.
Definitely.
Yeah, they did just announce for the Snyder Cut multiverse action figures. So there's two Supermans coming out, one black suit and one blue.
Yep.
I'm just buying the blue one because that black, it's not a real black suit. It's not a real black suit. He needs a mullet. He needs no cape. He's still got a cape.
Yeah.
That's not a real black suit.
Not arguing.
All right, Snyder Cut. You gonna watch Snyder Cut? Anyone?
Yeah.
Same. What about the stuff that's come out this week? You read any of that?
No. I'm
Oh.
staying,
It's not about the Snyder Cut, but it was about what his plans were post.
Oh man.
Nah, I stay clear of anything.
Okay.
I saw.
You see
I
that?
saw a little
A bit
bit.
of a headline about some ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Yes.
DC involved or other stuff?
Oh, just
Well,
he's a
if it,
lunatic.
Yeah, and he's great.
No, this is not great.
He's great, but some
like
of
his
his
stuff,
ideas. Some of his ideas are a bit weird, you know, like
It's-
killing Superman in his second movie. I always felt that was a bit weird.
Yes, but if you can have Doomsday, Superman's got to die. I
Yeah,
said it before.
He don't need Doomsday in the
I
second
know,
movie
but
either.
if Doomsday's in it, Superman has to die.
Yes, that's true. But
Don't have Doomsday in it.
Yeah, not getting to that point.
That was more just Bizarro. They could have just made him Bizarro because it was Zod
Yes.
brought back to
Yes.
life.
See,
Yes.
that would have been even.
Yeah.
That would have been great.
Yes.
But they did Doomsday, so Superman has to die.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it has to do. Doesn't have to do with DC Comics movies.
No, well, it's what he wanted to do for movie 2, for Justice League 2. He might get to do it if Snyder Cut goes great,
I hope not.
I don't think you.
but
will.
I
I'd be
guarantee
shocked.
you
I'd
won't.
be really
I
shocked.
don't want to know.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
We can talk
Look
about
it
it
up
next
on the
time.
net if you want to
Oh, we
see,
can-
but
We'll discuss it after. Remind me after Snyder Cut's out.
yeah,
And we can spoil
we'll come
it for
back
you
to
then.
it.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
It's rubbish.
I think it is time. Oh,
No,
unless-
no, go.
it is time to talk about WandaVision.
Ooh.
The big season finale that came out on Friday. Now we are doomed to a week of nothing before Falcon and Winter Soldier comes out. I guess we got.
We get the making of.
Yeah,
Yes.
the making
in
of.
the
I
week,
forgot
which will
about
be pretty cool.
Which
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch.
But yeah, it is a bit of a disappointment. But I also we have that doco to watch that you mentioned.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, it's good.
Check that behind the mask.
Yes.
Okay. Spoilers.
Yeah, lots of
Spoilers.
spoilers. Lots of spoilers.
That's why we kept it last.
Actually, probably not that many spoilers because it was the most run-of-the-mill episode we got. Which
Yeah, it really
was a
was.
little. All in all, the episode was good. It was fine, but it was a bit flat. Like the show
Okay.
had been so weird, so exciting. Like, what's going to happen next? And this was very paint by numbers.
100%. I did not expect to say that the last episode was fine.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
I prefer it than saying the last episode was crap.
absolutely.
But I just and look, us having these conversations, and again, I love the fact that it was a weekly episodic.
Same.
Back to the old school. I know there's a lot of people out there complaining about that, but it gave you opportunity to think about different theories. We got to talk about it when we caught up, and it just brought me back to old school. And like, I love a good binge, don't get me wrong, but week to week, really. And we talked it up a lot. We talked about a lot of different ideas. You know, Mojo came up, Mephisto,
Because the
Like-
options were limitless.
limitless episode to episode, and even coming up to these last couple episodes,
Yeah.
there was still a lot of different options. Even in this last episode, there was still, because
Yeah.
I went back and watched the first 6 or 7 episodes last week.
Yeah.
And there's a few things that came in, and I went, "Oh, that could be if this comes through on the
Yeah,
last
yeah,
episode."
yeah.
Like they built that up well. Whether it was just good script writing or it was just, you know, that's the words they chose. It didn't come to fruition, unfortunately. But yeah, it was run of the mill.
Yeah, how good the show had been, they sort of painted themselves into a bit of a corner
Yeah.
for it not to be a letdown, maybe, without something huge, and then we just didn't get that.
Yeah.
It like peaked
Yeah, it
early.
really did.
You know,
it really
not
did.
early, but like
Yeah.
mid. It peaked in the middle.
Well, it peaked in the middle, but I also feel that it might have benefited by taking a leap from the Netflix Marvel, where maybe not 13 episodes, but it could have been 12 or 11 episodes. It didn't. 9 just felt like a few parts were rushed, and we could have delved in a little bit deeper of a couple of different things, as opposed to like, you know, the Agatha stuff, like Agnes stuff straight. Like that was a great back episode, and it could have been like one more episode before the finale after that, I think.
Yes.
But yeah, again, you can't complain.
'Cause it was still good. Everyone was great
It
in
was
it.
good. I think a lot of disappointment was our expectations
Yes,
were so high.
100%.
But they've done such a
That's-
good job not to
yeah.
not get it.
And
I
at the
think
same
that
time,
there's
we've been
also
waiting
has-
so long for something. We hadn't had anything since Spidey.
And that was not good.
No.
think-
Well, the last couple of seconds of it were really good.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Come on.
I don't-
Yeah, anyway.
I think it being week to week also didn't really help the last episode. Because if you binged it, it wouldn't have been, I don't think, as maybe flat. Because if you're watching it week to week, you're building your own expectations up.
Yes,
Whereas
yes.
if you watch
That's
it
good
all in
call.
one go, you don't have that time to build up your expectations.
yes.
Have all these theories.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
For
I think
sure,
it's
for sure.
maybe that has a bit to do with the last episode just being flat. It was good, but yeah, I think our own theories may have disappointed us more than
Because
anything.
like the episode finishes, I'm like, okay, fine, and you're like, end credits would be great, right?
Yeah.
The mid credit scene, I'm like, yeah, okay,
Yeah, it was like
it's
she's looking
cool.
like, all right, yeah, she.
And like, it's
Scroll,
where you going?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, but I'm like, the end want to be massive. The end want to be massive.
I almost turned it off after the mid.
Oh really?
I had to-
Oh,
I
no,
went-
I had to have a big one. I thought.
I went through like the
Yeah.
scroll bar. I'm like, oh, what's this? Oh, lucky I did that.
But it was nothing.
It was fine.
Yeah.
I know it was nothing, but
There was really nothing. Oh,
Yeah.
look, we Of course, I'm sorry, but of course she's going to be reading from that book. Of course she's going to learn
Yes.
everything she's got. She's got the time. She's got the solitude.
I got that when she flew away.
That was what she was going to do. I
Yeah.
mean, it's alone. We knew. Like, I just.
She looked awesome though.
Oh, the costume, man.
The costume was
Have you
great.
seen the side by side of her and then the young Magneto costume? Like, they just match up. So it just looks.
The colour scheme's
The colour
exactly
scheme is
about
exactly
Yeah.
the same. It looks sensational.
right. Yeah. I think they did a great, the whole thing. The headpiece.
The crown, yeah.
Like, man,
I
think,
wasn't sure if they were going to make that an actual piece.
Yes.
Because I was talking to Jason about this last week, where in that first episode with the Salem stuff, you see that main witch, and she's got like a floaty
blue one,
hologram bluey thing. And I was talking to Jason, it's probably just going to be like that. That's how they're going to do it, right? And they kind of did that.
Yeah.
But then they gave it to her for real, and it looked cool.
Yeah. Like, for something they clearly stayed away from with her because it looks silly.
Yes.
Like the classic where she's got a face in it. Like,
Yeah, I think
what is that?
the Halloween episode where
Nailed
she's
that.
dressed up like that. I think
Yes.
that was like, yeah, you're not gonna.
Mind
get
you,
this.
visual
This
even better.
This is all
Yes.
you're gonna get.
And I was fine with that. But then they killed it, nailed it. I think it
Excellent.
worked perfect. It looked real.
Really.
For ages, what was her costume? A leather?
Yes.
Like a leather
Yes,
Yeah, red
jacket.
jacket.
dress?
Yeah,
Yes.
red jacket. Long
Yes.
jacket. That was
Yes.
about it.
Short skirt, long jacket.
Yeah. Which works great as a song, but not as really good as a costume. So, but to that point, like, I don't know, I don't want to jump this out, but like Vision fight
Could have been better.
could have been better.
Yes.
But now we know where all the money was spent.
Yeah.
And all the effects that was more
Oh,
effects than ends.
I don't know. I thought they.
It was dodge, but there was some
thought,
dodge stuff in
yeah.
there that like.
I'm watching it straight away. I'm like, ooh, like both the fights, but especially the Vision. I was like, ooh, this is the first time the show's looked TV.
I felt more like that about the Scarlet Witch fight.
Yeah. With the
Yeah.
absorbing the
Yeah, and they're like, they're fighting just on the street.
Yeah.
And then a car got thrown into a building, so I was like, oh, cool. And then that's it.
Yeah.
And there's more just fighting, like standing on a street.
Yes.
I will say the Vision phasing stuff still worked well,
Oh, that was
and
great.
that was a good part of the fight sequence.
Yeah, it was
and everything
creative.
like that. It was
Yes.
quite
Yeah.
creative, and the little powwow they had was quite good too.
That,
I thought
that was maybe my
actually-
favourite part of the episode.
No,
That was very
That
good.
was great.
But I want to say, yeah. What happens with White Vision now?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I want to talk to you guys.
Yes.
Do you know there was rumors that James
Only we had a
Spader's
platform.
rumors that James Spader was going to be in the show?
Yes.
Did you think White Vision's voice was like half Paul Bettany, half James Spader?
I didn't notice.
Because I
It
felt
was a lot more robotic.
it was more
Yeah,
gravelly.
yeah. Because it was still Bentley, but not the same as Vision.
Yeah.
But it was gravelly. Like real gravelly?
Maybe.
They went deep if they did that.
Yeah.
But I'd be shocked if they didn't call it out a little bit, like
Yes.
as opposed to like him talking and then there was like a not an Ultron cough or something, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yes.
something where
yeah.
there was a tick that
Give
you
you
know
a
it's
clue.
not exactly. But he especially I think the fact that he was brought back through her magic probably pushed that and everything that he learned between that powwow, all that may have been pushed aside because I feel he is going to be the new moving forward.
Yes.
Damn, he looks good. Looks so good.
The episode before where you see how she made the town was excellent.
Yes.
And she just makes the
And
house.
that special effects was sensational.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes.
And
Yes.
making Vision
Amazing.
Makes Vision.
that
Yeah.
making of Vision,
That was awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
And you see Hayward just a liar.
Yeah.
that was the biggest part, and that was the thing with Hayward because we had a lot of different theories with, and one of the theories we thought was him being Mephisto.
Yeah.
And watching back those 6 episodes, I'm looking at him like, you never see his pupils. His eyes are just all black, and then when him and I just had a what's the chick Rambo's first name? Monica. When they first see each other, when in the main front of the, he's like, "You look as old as hell," and I'm like, "Oh, there's an interesting line," but nothing ever came of that.
As much as like we're talking about, we got excited ourselves. It's because they did such a great job of laying
dropping
out some
stuff, 100%.
potentials, and you're like, oh, this way, that way, oh. Like the Quicksilver thing, like from the get-go, I was like, that's not Quicksilver from the X-Men.
Yeah.
It's not the start of the X-Men.
That was the biggest
But-
disappointment.
No,
I like that.
Yeah, me too.
one of my first questions.
No,
After that,
sorry. I think we got a different part. The fact that he was just Ralph Boner, he was just...
You know, I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That was one of my first questions after watching that episode. Everyone's freaking out. I'm like, is this just a guy from the Marvel Cinematic Universe that just happens to
Yeah.
look like that Quicksilver?
Yeah.
And that's what it was.
Yeah.
Because it was more just for us to throw you off. It was
Yes.
the biggest red herring they
Oh,
gave
I love
us.
that part of it.
Yeah.
That got everyone so annoyed that wanted it to all come together
Yes.
and all this. No, those movies are not good. Don't bring it together. No.
And then Agatha's like, "Oh, you guys fell for a
Yeah,
fake
yeah.
Quicksilver."
Oh, so
Yes.
good. Oh, I love that bit.
But she was excellent. She
Yes.
probably, like, Catherine Hahn just nailed that.
Yeah, no,
And,
she was
like-
great.
And even the bit where Vision's trying to work stuff out and she's pulling the strings when she's pretending to be all muzzed out at the
Yes, yes.
at the intersection, that was sensational. Yeah, she really stole the show. But yeah,
Everyone was pretty great in it.
good fitting end for it too. That worked well.
But like what about the kids? Like, man, that was. I was wondering how they're gonna do it because there was only one way. That kids had to disappear, right?
Yep.
And that was pretty dark. Like, hey kids, just go to sleep.
Yes.
You're not waking up.
It reminded me of just look at the
Whew.
flowers.
Yes.
Just look at the flowers.
Yes.
Just look at the flowers.
It was woo.
So can we talk that deep? Like theories on the end bits?
Of course.
Or, okay, so
Spoilers.
So I'm guessing she's
Now
not mental.
spoilers.
They're still in some universe somewhere. She's not freaking out just thinking, oh, like they're not in her head.
No.
They are somewhere.
So that's.
That's, I'm guessing, the tie-in with Multiverse of Madness and her
Well, I
going...
thought it was like we might have a Doctor Strange.
Well, that's
at
what
the
I was
last
expecting
second.
at the end.
For sure.
But then no, nothing. But it's still good.
Because I thought it might even just be
bit
her
of-
walking up to the sanctum.
Yes, or not even a convo where I'm trying to... Because you could have had that bit and then a strange tease because it's her searching for the kids. Because, yeah, I don't know. The kids are definitely alive somewhere.
I don't think she can send the kids into the multiverse. She doesn't have. I don't know if she's got that kind of power. None of her powers ever have anything to do with the multiverse.
But they could do that.
I know.
You know, as writers.
But she's definitely got the kids hidden away. Because that's what happened in the books as well. She didn't even. She subconsciously.
But wouldn't she have the
kids
kids
disappear.
with her now when she's by herself in the middle of nowhere?
Well,
If that being the
no,
case?
it'd be the same thing. She tried to get rid of him, but just the motherness kicked in, and she just at the last second
you can't control.
flipped him away.
But if that universe disappeared, she can still just flick them away somewhere. Okay, interesting.
But yeah, I don't understand how she
Yeah.
can flick into a multiverse. I think that's a stretch of her powers.
Yeah, I did like, and also hit me for a six, to be honest. When he's like, "You're more powerful than the Sorcerer Supreme."
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry,
Yeah.
hang on a minute. Which I like.
Yes.
I like and I don't like being such a Doctor Strange fan, but it is cool that you've got someone else.
I think in
And
the
I
books,
also
they've,
like
in the
you know,
books they've done that.
Yeah,
Like
giving-
powers rivaled.
no,
They say it was.
Yeah, you're
Yes,
stronger.
stronger. And yeah, don't get me wrong, I just like the fact that they're giving magic its presence in the Marvel Universe
Yes.
properly too.
man,
I think that's
I
probably
was-
the biggest thing.
Complaining about that so hard.
Yeah, because it was just red hands. It was, and even I think, was it Quicksilver that made that comment in the Halloween episode? This is a lot better than just moving. What was it? Creeping people's nightmares out and moving
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
or something like that. That was a great line because that's. Does anyone feel that character was trying to be Jim Carrey like there's no tomorrow? I got a real Jim Carrey vibe just about his
No,
acting.
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It just and no
That he's not
problem
good?
with it. Okay, we're not going to get into a Jim Carrey fight on this podcast because
He's not good?
You're going to lose.
Hours.
You're going to lose.
Oh, I
But
don't know
no,
about that, but it would just go on for hours.
no,
Yeah.
you'll both lose.
It's just not a Jim Carrey podcast.
Yeah, that's right. That's next one.
Who would want to listen to that?
But yeah, I just got that real overacting vibe.
Yeah.
But I know Jim Carrey doesn't overact. He's just sensational. But yeah, I got that from him.
Sure, man. Sure.
Anyway.
Magic, right?
Yes.
It was just Doctor Strange, really, in the MCU that did magic. Because Thor... Did we talk about this last time? Briefly, maybe?
That he's an alien.
Yeah. I think
Not
we might
magic,
have a bit,
yeah.
yeah.
That always annoyed me. But yeah, they've finally gone more into that with witches
But
and stuff.
even
They've
I think
accepted
this
it,
is
yeah.
even a step further than the Strange, because even the Strange stuff, they got the ring and
Yeah, he's
embodied
casting the
things.
Yeah.
Wait, this is just a chick just doing stuff.
Yeah. And they're talking about runes,
Yeah.
spells and stuff.
Yeah. It was even more magic-y, I think, than
Yeah.
Strange.
Damn, that runes bit was good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know.
Because you could see it was building.
Yes,
It's
yes.
like, oh, I'm accidentally missing. Oh, why do I keep missing?
My issue was how did she know which runes to do? And I know she saw them around, but
Yeah, I could remember that. It was 5 runes.
I know. But
That's the simple spell to remember if you need to in a jam.
if it's a spell, I know how much. It's It's how magic works.
All right, Warlock, give us.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. It's like she saw the runes, but how did she know to cast the spell?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
that's
she
true.
doesn't need to necessarily cast a spell.
Yeah,
She's got the
it's
power
in her.
inside her.
Right.
It's her just thinking
an
about
innate
it.
thing,
Yeah.
right,
Yes.
I
get
want
it.
this rune to be.
Because
I want this to be a protection rune.
Yes.
I guess,
Yeah,
or something
so-
like that. So yeah.
Because that's the plot. Agnes was saying, she doesn't use spells.
Yeah.
She just
Yeah,
does
it creates
stuff.
it.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
Because
That's
she's
the
mutant.
chaos magic. Yeah.
Yes.
Essentially, right?
Oh yeah.
That's what the deal is. It's her mutant power.
Yeah.
The mind gem.
Yes. Yeah. Awakened a latent mutant thing there.
Yeah. I can't argue that.
That's what the deal is for sure.
That'd be a better.
And but like,
Way in
no
for the
need
mar-
to
for
bring
the
it up now
mutants.
because there's not enough mutants that they wouldn't think to look. They're not known. I have no doubt. However we're getting mutants would already exist in the MCU now.
100%.
Yeah, just very few of them.
They haven't flowered yet. Essentially.
Yes.
Secret,
Yes.
Like Xavier's over there.
Yep.
It's a gift at school, but it's a secret.
Yep. For sure.
That works. So,
It's just 1 week for Falcon and Winter Soldier.
and what? We only got 6 episodes of that.
They-
6.
What?
Yeah, I looked it up the other day. 6 episodes, and hopefully they're a bit longer because I think the longest episode for Wanda was like the last episode, around 50-ish minutes or so. But yeah, I don't know.
No, that makes sense because I think the Falcon Winter Soldier show is going to be most like one of their movies. It's just going to be their movie cut into 6 parts.
Yeah.
So that's
Straight
3-hour movie.
Makes sense.
You know what I mean?
But what I'm more shocked about is then there's quite a gap, I imagine, between that and what Loki's next. Or do we get some animated or something? 'Cause
What if might be next?
What if I
maybe?
thought it was end of it's summer? So what's summer in America? Because
Yeah, middle of the year here, winter.
okay.
Then after Loki, what? You
Sorry, America.
you get like Star Wars or something, or
Yeah, you get the Rebels thing, don't we? The squad. What's the rough?
The
Rangers of the New
Galaxy.
No.
Galactic
the
Rangers.
Squad.
Bad
whatever.
taste or no,
No.
that's a good movie. They should watch that.
Bad
Bad
Batch.
Bad Batch.
Bunch.
Yeah.
Batch.
Bad Batch. Whatever.
Research.
Yes.
We got there.
We got that in the
Yeah.
end.
They need research.
It's overrated.
Yes.
So there's a bit of a gap, but I guess they're relying on the extra stuff they've chucked on
When's
there as well with that
Black
Star
Widow
stuff.
coming out.
May
I guess.
2024. Who knows?
They haven't really said much about
I reckon we'll get it like they did, like Mulan and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It'll just be, well, you're already paying for this. Why don't you pay $30 extra?
I'm not going to pay for it.
No, wait, because you can just watch.
it.
it.
Yeah, I just reckon they'll just cinema it.
I'll be available both.
Like
Like
one,
they did
because
with-
even in the States, you got more and more states, why, too early and not ready, they're just opening up. They're only down to 2,000 cases a day, so let's go.
Yeah, that's true.
If they were going to put it out on Disney Plus, they would have done it by now.
No, I mean
think.
I'll do both at the same time.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's what I thought they should have done before,
Yeah.
like a couple months back.
New Disney movie just came out like that. On Disney Plus. You got to
Yes.
pay for it. Raya and the Last
Yes.
Dragon.
Oh, yes.
With a chick from bad Star Wars movie. What was it called? Last Jedi.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
there's a couple of them.
Oh,
the Asian one.
The
No, I
Rose
mean a
chick.
couple of bad Star Wars movies.
Yeah, just a couple.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, just 2. Okay. Glad we agree. She's in both. So
3,
Two.
maybe.
It's remade.
Yeah.
what?
Anyway,
What?
The Force Awakens ain't much better.
much better, mate.
It's better than the other two,
So,
but
I'm saying it low on the microphone, but I'm not the greatest
Not much
fan of
better.
that. If I'm going to watch Star Wars, there's about 7 movies I'm going to watch.
I think it would have been fine enough if the next 2 went places and were good.
Yes, but
Yeah, because you hand it over to someone else
Yes.
and they just want to do what they wanted to do.
Mess.
but to me, it still felt like a Star Wars movie.
Ish.
Yes.
But it
Granted-
felt too much like I'm pushing this to be a Star Wars
Yes,
movie. That was
I-
the problem.
I agree.
You like Star Wars?
Because prequels happened at the time. Nobody really liked the prequels. So
Which are like now 20 years old. Which
I
is
like the prequels.
mental.
yes,
Prequels are 20 years old. Like, that is crazy. It's so old.
Yeah, well,
I was 3 years old.
I know.
every
I'll bring that up every time.
I know.
Yeah, people didn't like the prequels, so I felt like Disney were kind of backed into a corner.
Yes.
Like, they didn't like the new stuff. Let's try and fall back on the original trilogy. And then they just made A New Hope again.
Essentially,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, with a bigger Death Star.
Yes.
And a bunch of characters that I didn't care about as much because they
Yes.
didn't have enough charisma
Yes.
or enough acting skills. And acting skills, that's just a lot, man.
Yeah, because
Star Wars ain't got a lot.
There's a lot.
They kill Han Solo, and that was it. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Like Poe was cool. I like Poe.
Yeah, he's
Ah,
a good
potential.
actor.
I just like the
potential.
actor.
Yeah.
I like Jason Isaacs. So
Jason Isaac.
Oscar
Whatever.
Isaac.
Oscar Isaac.
Who's
There we
Jason
go. Got there
Isaac?
in the end.
Jason Isaac is the guy from
He's a
Harry
bad guy.
Potter.
Was he in Weekend at Bernie's? No, that's different.
Like,
guy.
is he the Aussie?
whatever, you know who I mean.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, he's the Aussie guy, right?
Oscar Isaacs.
Isaac Oscars.
Apocalypse.
Guy from Ex Machina.
Cut all this out, Dylan.
Apocalypse.
Don't
Apocalypse.
come
Nah,
here.
nah,
This
nah,
is-
nah, we're
this
not
is
cutting
gold.
nothing.
This is
Nitin
gold.
being wrong goes up to the front of the show.
Yeah.
I was about to explain that he was in Harry Potter, but none of you guys would know.
No.
He's the Aussie guy, right?
I didn't even know if he's Aussie.
Yeah, I think so. He's square, box head, brunette.
Box head.
Yeah.
Let me do a quick Google.
I can see his box head in me mind.
Jason Isaacs.
Isn't he one of the Power Rangers? No. Joking, man. I just knew I'd get that reaction off you.
The
What
top.
the
The
hell
top.
are you talking about?
Jason Isaacs. Hold on.
Maybe it helps if I've seen Harry Potter.
Oh, I know him.
The top
That's
bill.
who I met.
Oh, he was in the... Is that from Lord of the Rings?
That's Harry Potter.
Oh.
Same thing.
There you go.
Long hair does not mean he's an elf.
Well, I thought he was an elf. There's less walking in Harry Potter, though, isn't there?
It depends which movie you're
There's
watching.
less walking in a marathon.
Yeah, there's more running.
Yeah.
Okay. So he was in Star Wars. Jason Isaacs.
No, he was not in Star Wars. I wish he was in Star Wars.
Yeah. The Ex Machina dude's good. BB-8, it's pretty cool. I can handle him as a little droid. He was cool. He had a little cigarette lighter thing. That was cool.
And he was like done practically too. That's what blew my mind.
Yeah.
I was watching the obvious like before episode 7 came out. I was like, I'm so excited for this. Stayed up till like 2 in the morning watching a live stream from like Star Wars Celebration. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
And they brought him out on stage, and he was just rolling
Yeah, it's cool.
by himself on stage. And I was like, how are you doing that? What is this? This is like black magic or something. And it's like magnets and stuff. Blows my mind.
I still don't understand how it works.
Yeah.
Like, you watch it and you just like, that can't be real.
And you can buy a toy that works on the same technology that's remote controlled.
That's really damn cool.
Witchcraft.
I can't wait to the day we can have R2-D2s that can go to the fridge and get me a beer.
R2-D2's got a fridge inside it.
Yeah.
And he gets it out for you.
He's not going to fit enough beer in there.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a very good point. You could get like a gonk droid.
Ah,
be
now
better.
you tap.
He's bigger.
Yeah. Plus one side can be a bin. Like the old bins at Macca's.
Oh, but that's like
Isn't that what you always thought he looked like?
Yes.
Just looked like a Macca's bin.
But
That's a tray on his head.
that's less beer capacity. That is less beer storage capacity.
If there's a bin.
Yes.
I've got to put me empty somewhere.
You just chuck it on the floor.
Yeah, that's true.
Then then the Grog droid comes and picks it up later. So
Another gonk droid.
Yeah. And, army of Gronks.
It's just like this show.
Yeah.
Gronk.
I think this podcast needs to be called Army of Gronks.
That's probably more suitable.
Yes. Speaking of Gronks, our missing
What did you
member.
look at me when you said that?
Because you're sitting in Dave's seat. Dave, we sent our intrepid reporter Dave to Tasmania this weekend.
I know they're making me go for comics in Tassie, but this is ridiculous.
And guess what he found? Update from last week. He found a What's New. There's What's News in Tasmania, people.
Exist.
Don't worry about Tasmanian Tiger. There's What's News down there. I want to go and get some Marvel Flair, 1996 or something.
Yeah, you get the Venom holograph.
Oh.
Yeah, marble cards and some yo-yos and some gack.
Yes.
I wonder what's in that shop.
Then just told you.
No, but for
Dancing
the
Bills.
actual shop.
Send Dave a message, tell him to take photographs.
Like,
Yeah,
What's
I'm
New-
guessing it'd be about 90% pops.
Yep. It'd be a couple of dogs.
I reckon it's Tasmania, so it'd be some AFL gear.
Yep.
No, I looked up. Actually, I looked up the
Hobart
website.
Hurricanes.
There is
paraphernalia.
AFL gear and just the novelty stuff.
Because
you
what's
get.
you used to always have the that's what got me South.
It'd,
I still got me
it'd
South
essentially
glass
be
I bought from
like
there.
any other tobacconist in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
what it
Without
looked like
cigarettes.
from the front.
Except cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were
So
there
they're not
like,
even making the coin. What's the point?
were there like postcards out front or something in the
Yeah.
picture?
Yeah.
Of course. Postcards, yeah.
But these days, pops for sure.
So
Interesting.
next time, Dave, find us a Granny Maze.
If he
That's
came
the
back
next
with a
one.
Granny Maze.
Granny Maze is the
Whoa.
next one, Dave.
Just a granny maid.
Yeah. Bugs Bunny
Still remember that
socks
one
in his
sound?
hand.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. Granny
So
Maze.
we'll see what Dave has come back with when he gets back and gives us a bit of a report on what else he found in Tasmania.
From his quest
From
to
his
the
jaunt.
distant faraway land of
Van
Tasmania.
Diemen's Land. I did a report on that when I was in year 3 and I remember Van Diemen's.
How do you remember that?
Because I have...
It's a cool name.
Oh, not the name. The name is cool.
That I did a report.
Yeah.
I also did a report in year 2 on numbats. Just so you know. They're quite good.
What's a number?
A numbat, it's like a little marsupial.
Sounds like an
So
insult.
that's just a rat.
Pretty much. It's a large,
Bush rat?
Large rat. But it's you know, it's for Australian fauna. Fauna. Yeah, fauna. It's pretty cute.
Number.
Numbat talk.
I don't think any fauna's very cute, personally.
Dude, wombats are cute.
How about
Wombats are not cute.
Wombats are cute.
how about a good old steak on your plate?
Yeah, that's alright.
Is that the best?
Oh, I don't know if I'd say it's cute.
No, it's cute.
But
Gets-
it's tasty.
Gets him salivating,
Ah.
but not the same way cute things do, I guess.
Well. I'm supposed to laugh at that, did I?
Yeah.
What else
Could've
is
stayed
listed?
in.
What do you got?
I believe we have reached
The end?
the
You
end
got anything else?
of my not professional list. I realized just now that I was meant to timestamp stuff,
Yeah, it's alright.
and I forgot.
It's alright.
We're keeping this in.
Well,
Do that in the editing.
yeah,
Because there'll be so much editing.
we can't get too professional on this. The rest of the shop's not, so...
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
start now?
Yeah.
true.
Getting too fancy, come on.
The Thursday video is in one take.
Yes.
We got to stay on model.
Oh, what are we going to do next week, actually? I'll have to think about that.
Yeah.
Any ideas? Chuck
Mine's-
some comments.
No ideas. I don't listen to your ideas.
I'm only saying that because I'm not involved, so send them all our way, guys.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I guess
Are we
nothing
done?
else. Yeah. What about Superman? Anyone watch Superman and Lois?
No, I'm not gonna.
I watched clips.
Superman and Lois? Yeah, I haven't watched any yet.
Nope.
I'll try to watch it this week.
He looks good as Superman, but that's about
He
it.
looks terrible as Superman.
Yeah.
Nah.
This surprise look is I have no idea what this TV show is.
It's Adventures of Superman.
Superman and Lois. That's
Is
what
it,
it's
yeah,
called.
but is it animated? Is it
No,
no,
live action.
Live
What's it
action.
on?
Fox.
Jesus,
Foxtel
been
here.
advertised. Well, Foxtel. So
It's
what?
just a
It's,
Superman
like,
that was
it's
in...
one of those CW shows.
Oh.
It's a Supergirl spin-off.
Oh, so is it
It's
the...
the Superman from Supergirl.
He's terrible!
See?
Because I used to watch...
I used to
watch-
he looks okay
No, he
as
doesn't! He
Superman.
looks,
No,
he looks like little Mediterranean Superman! Little!
First
In
red
the operative
flag.
word there. Because I used to watch
I've
all those
seen
terrible shows.
Pictures. That's
First-
all I've seen.
First red flag. He did not clean shave himself.
I don't think he can.
Yeah, because it grows back too quick. He's
Straight away.
Mediterranean.
He's got that look that it
Yeah,
just...
yeah. 5
Because
o'clock shadow by 10
I reckon
a.m.
they are shaving him all the time.
Permanent 5 o'clock
Yeah.
shadow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so bad.
Yeah,
'Cause, I used to watch Supergirl, and like I saw him in like a couple of episodes, and I'm like, that's your Superman? That's who you picked?
How did you watch that show?
It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. And like, the first 2 seasons were okay before, they
I
were.
watched the first season.
Yeah.
Her.
It was Flash. First season of Flash was good.
Yep.
That was a good, encompassing season, and it finished well. It was a good little surprise.
No.
Second season wasn't great, but then like was it Legends of Tomorrow? That wasn't too bad, and then I watched that because then they brought Constantine in, and that wasn't too bad as well. And then it
Too many.
was too much.
Too
Too
many.
much. Just like
I can't watch 5-6 DC shows a week.
especially when they're terrible.
Yeah.
I really wanted to come back to Batwoman, but then what the Aussie left, and I just couldn't do it. That was a joke, by the way.
I was going to say. Oh,
So yeah,
good
no,
news.
I'll just watch The Boys and such.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know how far I got in Supergirl?
How far?
Halfway through the pilot.
nah, it got better. It got better.
Yeah.
Because
Have you seen any? Yeah.
it got better.
Yeah.
But
She's good. She's
Yeah.
good. She's a good actress.
my problem with it was that she was just a girl version of Clark. You know, like she acted all humble and timid
Yes.
and stuff,
Yeah.
and she went to work at
Yes.
a TV
Yeah.
like a
What do you
almost.
expect her to do?
journalist.
That's the kind of.
That's not what Supergirl is.
That's
these
what
days.
people think Supergirl's
Yeah, I
going to
never
be.
read that.
So,
Like she's like, you know, meant to be brash, headstrong. She's meant to like represent like a teenager.
people don't want uppity
She's
people.
not a teenager.
I don't watch uppity
Yeah, she
bitches.
wasn't a teenager.
I guess she's not a teenager.
So that made it difficult to do it that style because they made her essentially a female Clark Kent.
This is right here why
I
he's
like
not
it.
a good-looking Superman. Jimmy Olsen was bigger than him, man.
Yeah.
Jimmy Olsen.
That was
I've
a
not
weird
seen
choice
any
for
of the
Jimmy
show.
Olsen too.
I've just seen
He was
pictures
good.
of him.
He was
He was
good.
good in the show, but he just wasn't Jimmy Olsen.
He was not Jimmy Olsen.
No.
And not because
No,
because of his skin tone.
no, not
He
whatsoever.
was just not Jimmy Olsen.
No,
Because who was almost
the other little nerdy guy should have been.
Yeah, the toy man or whatever.
Yeah, the toy guy should have been Jimmy Olsen.
who was almost Jimmy Olsen in like there was Superman Lives?
On the Nick Cage one.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Oh, it was someone. Was it Chris Rock?
Yes, I think it was something like
It was
that.
Chris
wasn't it?
Rock?
Yes.
No.
He was on the list.
He's on the list.
That would have been excellent.
Like he would say, he would have done it.
I know he would have done
Yeah,
it.
man.
He would have been
Because-
better than this guy.
Well,
No, I
would have been more entertaining.
Relatively speaking.
yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
Relatively speaking, he would have been better.
Anyway,
It would have been maybe less like Jimmy Olsen.
I don't know.
I would have loved if Jimmy Olsen just repeating himself like the way Chris Rock does in Sailor. It's sensational.
I'm not sure if I'm going to watch Superman on the list.
Yeah. Last night I was like, am I going to watch that? And I was like, nah, I'll just watch Coming to America 2 instead.
But I feel like I have to.
Yeah, I got
You know,
to...
one of us needs to watch it so one of us can at least trash it.
I'll
And you're the
watch-
Superman fan.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I
Superman,
mean.
man. Like, if there was a terrible Venom show, I'd watch it.
I got to watch at least one episode.
Haven't you already done that?
What do you mean? That movie was... I'm shocked there was no Oscars for that movie. His acting was sensation. Did you not see him in that fish tank? Oh, Tom Hardy in that fish tank. That is an Oscar-worthy...
That's what it started
Where is that
losing.
trailer?
Oh,
They've got a stinker on their hands, man. They're hiding that trailer. There's nothing coming out of it.
A Wonder Woman
Carnage
1984.
2.
Mm.
I'm
No,
smelling...
Venom 2.
I'm smelling a Wonder Woman 1984. There was no
They're
trailers
hiding
for
it.
that. There was no nothing. I'm very, very worried.
Yep. They got a pile of crap.
The first worry was Cletus's hair in that...
The mop?
The mop. Oh. But
Carl
I
Broflovsky.
still love that movie. It's still good.
It's not.
I haven't seen it.
You ever watched it?
No.
I like it's not
It's worth
terrible.
watching. It's fun.
Yeah. I didn't watch Deadpool. I tried to watch Deadpool. Fox still didn't let me, so I'm like, nah.
That was a sign.
Yeah, it was a sign.
What do you mean Foxtel wouldn't let you?
I don't know. It was like I think it was raining and it started freezing.
Ah,
out,
yeah,
and
yeah,
like,
yeah. It's like,
It's
no.
just
yeah,
like,
we just
No Deadpool for you,
Spend
Nitin.
your time better.
Yeah.
Did you like Ghost Rider?
Which one? Which one?
The first one.
First one was good.
Okay, then you probably like Venom because it's like the same movie.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Can we do a whole podcast on the second Ghost Rider though?
Oh,
Oh, what a movie!
Awful.
So good.
Awful.
I remember being so excited when I saw pictures because he looked amazing.
Excellent.
yeah.
Smoke was coming out, so much detail to the CG. Like,
Yeah.
his jacket was burnt and melted, and his bike was melted,
yes.
and
And the movie was just as good.
the smoke coming out of his head.
Oh, so good.
The dude that plays the
Melted
bad
plastic
guy
of a
is the
movie.
worst actor I've ever seen.
So bad.
In a proper big budget movie.
So bad.
You're like,
Cage?
hey? No, Cage is terrible. Cage is
Oh, come
Cage.
here.
Cage
But
Summer.
like the devil guy
Oh.
in number 2. It's just like plays the like
He's-
a mob
if I
bossy type
remember
of
rightly,
guy.
and it's been a while because I saw it once. He's the, he was the king of the, what's the
Free
the
Men?
free men in Game of Thrones.
I used to know his name.
Yeah,
Oh, I think
anyway.
we talked about
We
it
have spoken,
before.
but not on the pod. But
No,
yeah,
yeah,
we
yeah.
have spoken about it. But yeah, he was terrible.
Like just really bad.
Yeah,
He's usually decent.
especially when there's so many good devils, and that needed a good devil.
Yes.
Like Constantine and Advocate. Like you just got good people playing devil, but
And the American Beauty guy was terrible. Yeah. God, everybody was terrible. Yeah. Highlander was no good in it.
yeah, it was a shame. And then the best was the end.
Yeah.
That was the kill. Oh. Anyway,
I don't
anyone
think-
hasn't seen it, you need to watch it.
I don't think I'll watch the whole thing. I watched bits of it, and I noticed that the color palette for the whole movie was just like beige,
Yeah.
like tan, like the whole movie was that color.
Yeah.
And there was a scene when Nick Cage transforms into Ghost Rider, and I was in stitches. Like, it was just so
because he was underacting.
Yes. Yes.
a little bit. Could have turned it up a little bit more.
He's the best.
He was the worst part of the first Ghost Rider movie.
Yeah.
If that young kid at the start in the flashback, he should have just been Ghost Rider the whole time. That movie was 10 times better than
Yes. Never would I believe that just Nick
Cage is
Cage
God.
is like a cool, like Daredevil stunt guy.
Of course he is. It's Nicolas Cage. Come on, man. You guys are ragging on Nicolas Cage too hard.
He's not cool anything.
I love Nicolas Cage.
He was cool in
Nothing.
nothing. I was about to say that.
Kick ass.
Hey, it's pretty good.
Excellent in Kick-Ass.
Yeah, it's pretty good at Kick-Ass. I'll
Con
give you
Air was
that.
great.
Con Air was good.
I think I've seen him once.
Mandy.
Mandy was excellent.
For you mature viewers and listeners, Mandy.
Yeah, never watched it.
Me neither.
But yeah, can't go wrong with Nick Cage.
That's a lie.
Season of the Witch.
Wicker Man.
Hey, the bees, man, the bees.
Part of me still wishes we got to see him as Superman. As terrible as it would have been, don't you just wish a little?
As long as
The
like
hair had to have the hair.
No, he had to have no hair. I wanted him to be bald at that.
it's one of those things I wouldn't want to have lived through that coming out.
Yeah.
Like if I'm like, okay, it came out before I was born.
Yeah, like watching the
You know?
cap rubber ears or something.
Yeah. I'm like, I didn't have to go through the excitement and the actual experience of it coming out because I would.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, no, it would hurt a
When
lot.
it is your favourite character, that does hurt sometimes when your movie comes out and it's not great.
Spider-Man 3.
Oh, Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3, too many villains.
3 many villains. How many villains were there? 3?
It's too many.
2? 3.
4, 16.
Not as many villains as Amazing Spider-Man 2. Or maybe the same, actually.
Probably the same.
I didn't watch it.
You watched Amazing Spider-Man 2?
No.
You didn't watch Amazing Spider-Man 2?
I hated the first one so
Oh,
much.
it was so
I-
bad.
It's even worse.
It's so
You
bad.
need
That's
a
what- I do not need to watch
just
it.
for Rhino, man.
No, I do not.
Rhino-
Oh my god, I forgot about
Rhino
that.
alone.
hated
And I loved it so much because Paul
Garfield
Giamatti
so
wanted
much.
to play Rhino so badly. He loves the character. And the poor bugger, that's what he got. I feel so sorry for him. Cause,
I didn't
Nothing.
watch that.
Just nothing.
yeah.
Did you see what he looks like?
Is
Rhino?
that anything a robot?
Yeah.
He's a robot suit.
Yeah,
It's-
no, I didn't.
Yeah. Mech Rhino.
Oh, and just Jamie Foxx just... Oh.
Oh my god, it was
Oh.
and are they
terrible.
bringing him back for this new...
Oh, I hope not, but supposedly.
I hope
It's
not.
terrible.
Really?
Because you can see they're assembling some sort of crap Sinister Six.
Yeah.
Just do a new one.
I know. Leave those movies alone. They're
Well,
terrible.
just leave the
Terrible.
multiverse stuff to the
Yeah.
cartoons.
And please don't touch Sam Raimi's stuff either because you're just going to ruin it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the first two anyway. The third one's already ruined, but that second one's a masterpiece.
One of the best superhero movies.
Third one's alright too. It's not bad.
Killed him, man.
It's not bad.
Hey, this is coming someone who used to watch that. Love that '70s show. Topher Grace, what are you doing,
It
man?
was, it was a terrible cast, but I thought he
Yes.
did as good as he could.
Oh, he did as good as he could, but
He was anti-Peter Parker.
Yes,
He
yes.
was, yeah, he was not Venom. He
Nah.
he was good in that. He just
Yeah.
was not Venom.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The best part of the movie was
some great dance scenes.
That
was excellent.
That was the best.
That. Oh, I was gonna say it might actually be my favorite part of the movie.
Yes.
Oh,
the bit
now
in
the
the club?
Sandman. The Sandman
Oh.
probably
Bruce
tops it.
Campbell's the best part of that movie.
How about
Well,
the
he's gonna be Doctor Strange. Maybe.
In
Yeah,
That
in
universe?
in a different multiverse, for sure.
I'm down.
Oh, I hope so.
I love Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
How about that part in the club where Peter's like playing the piano?
Just
Oh,
the eyeliner.
So good.
Yes.
Just the eyeliner.
On the little emo fringe.
Oh, like what a tool. I love it.
and the hip guns.
Ah,
The hip guns.
takes me back.
Need to watch that movie again.
I can't though. There's too much pain from other parts of that movie. Let's watch the second one.
The second one's near perfect.
Masterpiece.
That clock tower scene. That clock tower fight scene. Is
I think it's still probably the best comic book fight I've ever seen.
The bit where he's getting operated on,
Oh, so dark.
and it's all full
then it goes
Sam
in,
Raimi?
Yeah.
full Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
I think my favorite comic book fight in a movie is Man of Steel.
Well, the Vision fight I thought was very influenced by Man of Steel.
I was
Very.
thinking that too.
Less destruction.
Yes. Well, because it was a small town.
Anything's got less destruction than that.
No buildings are hit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. When I was watching Vision, I could think, oh, it is very Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Because it's
Dragging through the pavement and stuff like that. And
exact same powers, same
Yeah.
like 'cause Vision is very Superman.
he's Martian Manhunter.
Yes.
Very,
Yes.
yes. Yes.
Yes.
Except not as cool. Because he can't shapeshift.
Yes.
Eh?
Yeah.
And he's not weak to fire like a chump.
You know what I wish they had maybe done? Going back to WandaVision, you know what I wish they had maybe done with the Vision? Instead of her, I wish he actually did take him. And I still wish he was Weekend and Burning. But I wish the government were trying to make a new Vision using the, like in the original story in the comics, using the android Human Torch.
Cool, yeah.
How cool would that have been?
Yeah, that would be
Because
pretty cool.
you know they would have it. It's somewhere.
They,
It's in Cap. It's
It
in
was in
storage
Cap.
somewhere. The government's got that robot for sure.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. That would have been cool.
And yeah, I don't want to go back but yeah, just a lot of things did get to nothing. Like the head of sword was so. There was so much going on, and he was so anti everything there. But then he just got hit by a car and got taken away. Like, yeah, it's just
I didn't get to see enough Kat Dennings. That. What's the point?
You got like a whole episode of her.
Yeah, it's not enough.
I don't think that's what he meant.
That's a good point.
She's sitting in an ice cream truck in the last episode.
Yeah.
Ripped off.
How long was she just sitting around in that ice cream truck?
Yeah.
There was a lot of scenes in between. The cat was just doing
Yeah.
a lot of nothing, especially after Vision just flew out of the thing. She's like, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing by that time, all the stuff that was trying to stop Vision getting back would have stopped. So she just drove around a very small town for a long time.
Ice cream trucks aren't fast though.
That's true.
And plus, there's ice creams in it, so you probably just stop and have an ice cream, like Homer when he's eating ice creams.
I had one of those Cocoa Pops before I came here.
Yeah, my local known as Safeway in other states is terrible and doesn't have them. So I
they're
had to
good.
go to another one. So yeah,
Yeah.
Like crunchy though, because
Yeah.
like your normal Gaytime's not really that crunchy.
Nah,
This
it's-
biscuit.
This is Gaytime Cocoa Pops?
Yeah, Gaytime
Sorry,
Cocoa
Gaytime
Pops.
Cocoa Pop ice creams.
They're pretty good. Yeah, because it tastes like a chocolate milkshake, only crunchy. Give me some Cocoa Pops.
Sponsored by
as well.
Cocoa Pops.
But there's no
Not
there's no
sponsored.
Gaytime taste. It's just Cocoa Pop.
Yeah,
taste.
it's just Cocoa
sweet,
Pops.
Okay,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
that's pretty damn good.
Because when I had one the first
How's
night, I wanted to have a second one straight
Because I
away.
am disappointed I missed the first podcast. But how's that? Was that Gaytime popcorn? Like I think you may have spoken about that, but might have got cut.
Maybe.
Is that
Yeah.
what you were eating? Because that stuff looks sensational.
It's kind of gross.
Yeah.
Is it?
It depends if you like. Do you like caramel popcorn?
Yes.
Well, you'd probably like it.
Well, I like caramel popcorn. I didn't like it.
But
because-
yeah, I was saying too, it wasn't crunchy.
Yeah. No, that's okay.
Yeah.
But see, that doesn't bother me. That like the biscuit part, I actually like it a bit softer, to be honest. So yeah. So
the popcorn itself was soft and chewy. It was weird.
Yeah.
like with the ice cream, the bottom of the ice cream is the best because that's the softer ice cream and the softer biscuit bit. So yeah. But yeah. Good to know.
Yes.
Good to know. Well, I will pick some up. 'cause
I highly recommend.
they
Highly
look
recommend.
amazing.
We got anything else?
Nope.
No, that's pretty much it for the moment.
Yeah, I believe that wraps it up.
Yeah, that'll do
Keep
us.
watching the skis.
We'll be back next week, maybe if you're lucky.
Yes.
Maybe Dave will come back from Tassie.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like,
You can sit up
comment,
here.
and subscribe.
You always,
that good?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
I always what?
Safe.
I've always wanted to be in something where that's said. I never want to say it, but I wanted to be in something where that was said. So I hope it gets liked and commented and subscribed.
It better. I'll
Get in
come
the
for you.
comments.
I'll come for you. I'll
That's-
find you.
Don't want this thing coming after you. Jesus.